Hello everyone, welcome back to Die Party LA at Night, our Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game right here on Twitch. We're using the 20th anniversary edition, in case you're wondering.
Plus the LA at Night Splat book, which is
Yeah.
like really old. Like way older than the 20th anniversry edition.
Oh yeah, the
Well,
20th
there's like a
anniversary
theme
is like
to
a year old or something like that.
Like some of you weren't even born when the LA at Night Splat book was written.
Now I feel really old.
It's true. I am 5.
I meant some of you as in the audience, not one of our players. Because I think I'm the oldest. I think I'm the youngest person here, unless Tux is much younger than me, and I've just always forgotten that. Tux, how old are you? If you're willing to say, I know I should never ask.
I'm 14.
I am 5. Like I said.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
He did
Got
say
it.
he was 5.
Non-serious answer. That's fine.
He's a very mature 5.
Right.
Yeah.
I've said horrible things to a 5-year-old then.
Mm-hmm. Right back and grab a beer.
Make sure you ask your dad to open it for you. I know that's dangerous. So.
Right.
So hey everyone, we're back. It's it feels like the last time you played was like a million years ago, but it's only been a week.
That's because last week there was only 4 days in between.
Yeah.
So now we're going to we're happy to announce that we're actually doing LA at Night every other day now.
LA at night, every night.
We're
No,
addicted.
yeah. So let's go around and introduce everyone real quick. Hello, Tuesday Gray.
Hi guys, I am Tuesday Gray, but here I play Lavin, who's a little bit of a big deal. That's how I'll classify her.
Little
she's,
bit.
She's a little bit of a big deal. She's trying to become a bigger deal and get this club into something that's going to make us some cash, basically, and bring in some fresh blood, literally. So let's see how if we can do that.
Nice. Hello, Tuxter Thomas.
Hey everybody. I'm Tux. I'm here to play Maria. You're probably gonna get weird and bloody as per usual. Yeah. Something I've been up to recently is No Man's Sky
Fuck
is actually
you, really?
good. Is actually good now. It's actually good now.
It is actually good now.
It's actually good now.
Come
It's
on,
I don't
now.
know.
It's actually good now.
I feel like
Okay,
you're
first of
asking
all,
us to
hold on a
believe in
second.
Santa Claus.
It wasn't bad in the first place. And
I
second
couldn't
of all,
play it in the
wasn't
first
good.
place.
His
It's even
gameplay
better
loop
now.
was 15 minutes long, spread out.
It
over
wasn't good.
eternity.
I couldn't play it in the first place. Now I can actually play it. And I'm having fun going into planets and like doing shit and like meeting cool aliens. I got 2 cool alien bros that are hanging out at my house and they're like making shit for me.
What?
Like pancakes.
Like
better be
weapons
pancakes.
and windows.
One guy makes guns. The other guy
Windows would have
gets-
been
Makes
cooler.
windows. I also I found a mountain of gold, and I took the entire mountain. So now I'm rich. So that's fun.
Okay.
That's my space adventures. And
I probably will
yeah.
never play that game again.
Fair. I just wanted to put it out there that it's pretty decent now. I'm having fun.
It
with
took me 4 hours to work out that the game was trash, so I couldn't refund it. And I think that's what their aim was.
I know, me too.
I'm
The
pretty
same
sure.
thing happened to me.
I'm pretty sure they're just like, what if we just make the gameplay last about 4 hours long so no one can return the fucking game?
or what if we create a very specific niche product and never mislabel it, but everybody expects it to be something it's not and then gets upset when it comes out.
That
and
is
it's
not
bad.
true.
That
They
is
lied
wild.
on
They
several
lied
points.
so much. They lied
They
through
lied.
their fucking teeth in this game, man.
They really did.
They didn't lie.
They
did.
lied.
They
They
did.
lied
They did lie.
especially hard about multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a lie. There's a difference between we said something that we didn't put in the game and we said something
No,
that we
he
couldn't
literally
test.
said
Bro.
you can meet up with people in the line
Right.
in the world.
And it was broken. It wasn't that they didn't put the feature in. It was a glitch, which
It's fun that
they
we're
patched
arguing
it
about No
almost.
Man's Sky.
They patched it in like a week, but that news didn't make the airwaves.
No,
Like-
I didn't jump on the negativity bandwagon. I was literally just pissed.
Yeah. I also like the idea that we just see records be like, oh, thank you, and then he like takes like a bag of money from like the corner. And just,
I'd love to take a bag of money, but
Give me that
nobody
bag of
pays
money.
me for anything. I never make
This
any
isn't
money.
the sword you need to die on, Wreckage. Let me just say that.
First of all, it's not sword you die on, it's hill you die on.
No, you fall on a sword, right?
Right,
That's the metaphor.
But he's done that Dave thing where, like, you know, one of his two neurons didn't fire, and he said two halves of two different expressions instead of one expression that's actually an expression. Second of all,
Well, you know what that means? I just made a new expression, so fuck
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
It's
money
called an
man.
emergent expression.
Yeah. Thank you.
it's called being retarded. and
Speaking
Dave
about
Oh.
being emergent
Okay.
and being expressive, and you know what? Gosh damn handsome. Spoody, what up? How you doing?
Why, hello. Are we done talking about a video game that came out over a year ago that no one gives a shit about?
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Big
put a
deal.
big update, and there's.
I know. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna be a vampire tonight because
Hell
that's
yeah.
what I do. I bite necks and break hearts.
Oh, I like it.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
We'll see about those hearts though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
I haven't seen any broken yet.
Well, you're just not looking in the right places.
Okay, you're gonna have to work on it. That's all.
Maria's got a collection of broken hearts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they look pretty
I would,
good too.
I'd
You
say they're
should
more like just
definitely check them out. Yeah, more like mutilated.
squished. Yeah. I'm wondering if like those sort of pancake dudes have to be dead for her to do that, or if she can do that to a live person and then just carry them around in a handbag.
She can do that to a live person.
Yeah, I can keep them alive.
Vicissitude was designed to work on people and still have them be alive.
Yeah, I can
you
just
can
make a
literally
person
make
like.
owls. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's
You
amazing.
can do a lot of stuff, and it's not pretty.
Yeah, it's most of the time it's really, really bad because you like turn them into a table and then make sure that something inside of them is constantly poking their heart or whatever. So they're just in agony for like eternity while they're a table and you like set stuff on them.
That's kind of cool. And last but not least, we have Story Master, Mr. Dr. Wreckage.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Wreckage. Nothing of note in the... I finally beat Sundered. That's actually something that happened.
Oh, how is it? On a scale from 1 to 10.
Did you like it?
What do you rate it?
No, don't get Sundered. It's a beautifully animated, gorgeous game that they have absolutely no idea how to balance.
Yep, I figured.
Yeah,
it
I
looked
heard
like
the
that.
combat was really wonky and like
Yeah, it is.
your character like slides around and shit. And like I was watching people play it, I'm like, how the fuck do you even control that?
Controlling the character is not the big problem. The big problem is that a lot of the bosses and a lot of the gameplay, they misinterpreted challenge, and it's mostly actually just like luck. Like there was one boss that is in no way difficult. It just has a ton of health, and you have to leap from platform to platform while fighting it, and the wind is blowing, and if you fall, you die instantly. So it just has a lot of health, and you have to jump from platform to platform for like 20 minutes while the wind is blowing, and eventually you fuck up and die and have to start over. Like, that's not challenging. That's not fun. When I finally beat that boss, I didn't feel accomplished. I just felt like, oh, well, finally I got
Thank
lucky.
fuck.
Yeah, just buy Dead Cells. That's what you need to do. If you're into
It's not. They're not the same experience. Like, they're not competitors in any way. Dead Cells.
What about Hollow Knight? I would say Hollow Knight is probably
Hollow Knight's very
similar
close to Sundered.
Hollow Knight's a great game. I love that game.
Sundered has more story for what it's worth and is much prettier, but I haven't finished Hollow Knight, so I can't say with certitude that Hollow Knight is like better balanced, but I haven't had complaints yet, and I'm pretty far into Hollow Knight.
They just dropped some free DLC for it too.
You know what
But you
I
have
want
to,
to play?
Find it.
You know what I want to play? Fucking
The skin flute.
I want to play more Magic the Gathering, but I don't want to spend money on it. So
Well, I've got some bad news for you, Dave. You can only play Magic the Gathering spending unless you do cockatrice, but that's illegal.
I mean, I used to play the shit out of Cockatrice, but only with people that I knew, because playing it with randos is just like, I need to cheat. I was like, okay. But yeah, anyway, video games aside, you want to do some traditional role-playing games?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
Let's play some traditional role-playing games.
All
So
right,
last
let's
week,
not role play at all.
I put on my wizard hat.
but really traditional. We're going to be playing D&D,
In
first edition.
in World of Darkness. All right.
First edition.
So I use my manipulation and a stealth roll to load my dice for D&D.
Traditions can only be a few years old, sheepdog. They don't have to be, and we have decades. Tabletop role-playing games as a concept are about to turn like 40.
I thought you didn't read the chat.
Haha. I read the chat
I've
during.
taught you.
Touche.
I read the chat during the game, so that if somebody says you're not doing the rules right, I can tell them to go kill themselves. Anyway, who remembers what happened last week? I do. You had vignettes. You had vignettes. V for vignette. Everybody got to go do a thing that they wanted to go do. Some were shorter than others. Dave got a dog. Lavin remodeled or has started the process of remodeling the Tequila Tango. Brian, as Braden, has your names being almost identical is, well, it's not pleasant.
Fuck with you.
Not really. Just annoying, actually. But as Braden,
Maybe it's just an illusion.
did bro stuff with Rodney.
No, you also
And-
did security.
Well, that isn't even started, but it is a twinkle in his eye. He's got the equipment and he got away from the police.
He
and
made
those are
potentially a couple of people's lives miserable for the next few months. So he stole someone's fucking van filled with like tools. Yes, that's someone's life being miserable.
Some nice electrician somewhere is like, all right, time to go to work. Gotta earn my money so I can put bread on the table for my family.
Yeah,
He goes downstairs and
my first child's about to be born. I
oh
can't
man,
wait.
it's gonna be so great.
Plus-
Goodbye, wife.
Kermit the Frog.
I don't know.
Cannot
What is
go
it without
downstairs.
that voice talks? We can hit it perfectly with each. We just
Tux
need.
is perfect.
Okay, we need.
It's a great voice. For
We need to
just
do like
some doofy idiot.
we need to do like a movie review podcast where we both talk in that same voice the entire time, and it's just like I don't know. The new Iron Man's kind of dorky, you know, like. Tony Stark is an old asshole character.
Anyway. Maria stole a body from a morgue. She didn't make any progress on having contacts in the hospital or making it easier at all. And she almost got herself killed and spent a lot of willpower. And it was all harsh. That one didn't go so well. I mean,
I also went home and got some things and found out that someone's been in my place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. People have been in your place.
And actually, that raises a good question about mechanics that I have, and I can't remember if you answered me last week or even asked.
Sure.
But is the only way for me to get willpower back torturing someone?
No. Well, okay. So you're
It's
misinterpreting
following your
sadism,
nature and
first of all.
demeanor. Yeah.
Following your nature and demeanor both work. So, and second of all, sadism is not torture.
Well,
And
I
third
know,
of all-
I know.
And third of all, yes, as a vampire, the only way to get willpower back is through. I'm supposed to give you willpower back if you guys complete a story arc.
Mhm.
Which that is one way to do it. But other than that, you have to role play your nature and demeanor to be rewarded.
It's
with
also stated
So-
in the book that Record should give it out for like excellent role playing, but he thinks we're all trash anyway, so we'll never get that. So
yeah,
Oh,
only
Record
Tux and
gives
Tuesday
it
are
out.
any good.
So my question is so my demeanor is visionary. Would that mean like if I set up a badass security system that's like never been seen before, I might get a
Yep.
willpower back? Okay.
Yeah, you might well do. actually.
Yeah, well, I guess another question. Like in the book, it says like a very specific thing, that you have to do with your. Okay.
Well, not. I'm not. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Aracito said something in the chat. You are incorrect. Humans get a willpower every time they sleep. Supernaturals don't. That's the benefit of being human in this system.
Yep, that's why you get fucking sin eaters are just like, oh, fucking, and then you get it.
Well,
back.
and then they also balance sin eater powers to need willpower more often because they knew that. So,
well, like in the book and all the natures and demeanors, it says like basically it gives a very specific scenario for like earning it back for the things. Like, do we have to follow that, or is it like, kind of like expressing the idea of
that's an
X
example.
or Y?
Right. Yeah. It's like it'll come down to me. You should definitely be a self-advocator. If you're trying to get a willpower back and you're trying to play towards either your nature or demeanor, you should say, GM, in this situation, I am playing towards my nature or demeanor, and then I will say yes or no.
Can I was gonna for basically I wanted the way, because I got all my books and I was doing it very methodically.
Sure.
I was if I could aim towards scientist.
So
for,
your demeanor is scientist or your nature?
My nature is scientist.
Okay. What's your demeanor, by the way?
Trickster.
So nature is the one you show people, and your demeanor is the one that.
No, it's the other way around.
Other way around.
Nature is what you really are. Demeanor is what you show people.
Mm-hmm.
So you show people that you're a trickster and are actually a scientist?
Yes.
I wouldn't say that's how you've played your character so far.
That's fair.
Nature and demeanor.
Maybe I picked these before we got into play, and maybe character stuff doesn't always survive the play.
And nature and demeanor are free to change, as you believe that if you believe they have or don't accurately represent your character, they don't cost anything.
That's interesting.
It's just like you just have to say, "Hey, GM, I haven't really been playing my demeanor as Fart Master McGee," and you're like, "You're right. You haven't been playing Fart Master McGee. You've been playing Sir Poops a lot. So we'll switch your demeanor over to Sir Poops a lot." Like that's totally fine. In answer to your question, Tux, I would say not any of the things that you did, but the reason you did them, which was then to later go on and experiment with your power of vicissitude, would fulfill your scientist. That's more to what I was aiming for. Like, okay, now that she did all of it, it was okay. Now I have a dead body. Let's figure some shit out. Okay, here's the vertebrae. What happens if I pull a vertebrae out and put it back together? Exactly. You can get a willpower for that. Yeah. Remember, you cannot receive willpower over your maximum.
Yep.
Your maximum is your maximum. There are situations where the GM is allowed to give you over your maximum. That probably won't happen because you guys don't impress me that much.
That's fair.
But, so, last week we had Vingettes, and then we ended on the shocking cliffhanger revelation.
Oh, yeah.
I can see the look on Dave's face already.
Oh no, I just saw Sheepdog Gaming's fucking daddy from Daddy Dating or whatever the fuck it's called.
Dumb, stupid, not even paying attention to the game. Minus 50 XP. Anyway, the big revelation at the end of the episode last week was that your babysitter is going to be Amethyst.
If you keep calling it babysitter, I'm literally going to rebel and make the life hell for everyone. So.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you'll make life hell for yourself, Dave, and nobody else.
I didn't save you for nothing.
Smash cut from no episode at all to boom, Taste. Taste is empty, shuttered. It's night. One table, one side of the table, Amethyst. Other side of the table, you four. In the background, Don Salvador and Alexis.
Where's Will Smith?
Not here.
Damn it.
Cut to like wide shot of the whole Taste, completely empty. Just you guys sitting at the table, and Don Salvador and Alexis in the background, and nothing. Just quiet.
Yeah. I'm definitely just kind of sitting there, tight-lipped.
Somebody coughs. Vampires don't cough.
Sorry about that whole fire thing. You know, I was just trying to.
Shut up.
Okay.
So how have you been?
Fine.
Good. Good.
So what does this mean exactly? Like, are you gonna be following us around?
Her face sort of scrunches up.
I think she needs to like teach us about stuff, right?
Well, because like some of us were doing fine on our own, so
Like your jacket, by the way. It's nice.
Thank you.
I lean over to Damien and
I
I
like your
say,
hair.
I think she might want an apology.
I'm
No,
just
I don't.
Staring, just looking forward at both Salvador and Amethyst. I'm not saying anything right now.
So
Somebody
So,
else coughs. Vampires don't cough.
You guys believe in angels or
what?
just make conversation?
Stop.
Okay.
got quite a temper on you. Whole city block.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Riveting.
I think we need team building exercise. How about go-karts?
Oh my god, this is not going to turn into like a family vacation or something, is it?
No, yes, it's exactly like that.
No, this is I'm out. I don't. That's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. A team building exercise. Go-karts. Yeah. We're all going to get up and we're going to go do go-karts. She stands up and pushes her chair out. And she walks to the door. Come on, everybody. Let's go do go-karts.
Okay.
Okay.
See, it'd be kind of cool if you were not joking, but
I gotta warn you, I'm not very good at driving.
I am.
Well,
But
they have the twosies.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Is
Okay.
that like with the bumpers and pool? Or I mean in bowling?
okay,
You know, so you don't get gutter balls?
So seriously though, can we go now?
Yes, please. Let's go do go-karts.
All right.
Great.
She opens
Great.
the door and like does the like holding it
All right.
open and arm out.
I'm just looking around
Alexa,
at you guys like
Garcia, see you later.
Salvador,
I-
are you
I-
fucking serious about this? Really? It's gonna be her. It has to be her. Can't be anyone else. Like, out of all the undead in this fucking place, you couldn't spare anyone else you knew something rather than this
Consider
one.
it an exercise in self-control.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Salvador looks at you like you've had this conversation a couple of times and like doesn't say anything. Come on, everybody. Let's go do go-kart.
I walk like past her out the door and give her like a really weird like hi wave as I go past.
As you do that, like between like underneath her eyes, and it does like just like in an anime when one character looks at somebody and it just cuts to like an overly stylized, like that person's all black and their eyes are red and glowing. Hell, they like are like the building behind you like melts because that's how much she's hating at you. Like that's what happens as you walk past and do your stupid wave.
I mumble to myself, "That's a cool trick. I hope she teaches me how to do that."
Okay. Come on, everybody. Let's go. I'll go out the door too.
So
And...
yeah, since Maria is taken off, I'm just gonna kind of fall in line behind her. But I still look like this.
Just confused.
I guess I'll get up and walk out the room. I don't know. I mean, what else is there to do right now? So,
All right, you all leave out the front door. And as soon as you do, Amethyst closes the door, and then like her hands go straight into her coat pockets, and she looks at the sidewalk and starts going, just like walking.
Okay, I guess we.
Is this the exercise portion? Like speed walking? Okay. And I'm shuffling behind, trying to keep up.
I just start following.
So I'm following too, but you can see. You guys probably haven't seen me quite like this before. This is chafing. This is not working out for me because I don't live at home anymore, right? And there's a reason I don't live at home anymore. So you're kind of seeing like a salty teenager, basically.
However much you are a salty teenager, Amethyst is twice as much of a salty teenager, right? And to be fair, especially for Lavin and Maria, as you know, women who are cognizant of these things.
Sure.
Despite whatever trappings you and her may put on, she appears much younger than both of you.
Okay.
Like, you can tell she tries to dress up her age, and with makeup as well. But like, if you had to place it, you would be like, she is younger than both of us.
Like
physically,
18-ish.
Maybe
4.
Thanks for that sort of wiggle room. She might be younger than 18, honestly.
Huh.
Like, you wouldn't be surprised.
Well, like when she was bit.
Right.
Like not, yeah.
Yeah. You have
so
no
yeah,
idea
she's
how
probably
old.
like a good deal older than.
Although
us,
in one of the
just-
conversations you heard 80.
Uh-huh.
yeah, I heard I remember her being 80, but
Yeah. So
as we're walking, I don't know if Gambit's with us or not. I assume he would be.
The dog?
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
Again,
I mean-
that's a great dog name.
yeah. That's I mean, that's up to you whether or not.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, how much? I don't know what ghouling an animal does. Does it make it loyal? Like, what does it do?
It does do that. It also makes them
Dependent on you?
No, they're quite they become monstrous. They transform into not a dog. Like, I guess a good way to look at it would be like, if you ghoul a wolf, they become a dire wolf, right? Like a fantasy wolf, like a bigger, more powerful wolf.
So it's kind of like
this is now a dire dog, you know.
Okay, so this is bigger.
That's one way of it. Well, bigger, stronger, more
Do they ghoul faster than humans do?
monstrous. There is a presumed time skip of a little bit here.
Oh,
a
okay.
couple days maybe.
Got it.
As long as if he fed the dog blood every night for 3 nights in a row, it would now be a ghoul. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be as. It's not like in its final form or anything. As long as he continues to feed it vampiric blood, it will continue to transition into this more powerful dog monster. But it is now a ghoul, which means that it won't age. It won't. It'll be able to heal its own wounds. It'll be able to do all the things that ghouls can do.
And aren't ghouls like reliant on like the vampire that ghouled them for food?
To remain ghouls, they can still eat like normal people.
Okay.
And normal people and normal animals, they can still eat. If they go a month without vampiric blood, they stop because they cease to be a ghoul, and also experience severe withdrawal.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Probably.
Have you told us and showed us your dog yet?
It's been a couple of days. That's a good. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to hide it from them.
I'm not hiding it, but I'm not making a big deal out of it either. I'm not being like, ta-da. It's nothing like that. It's like.
Yeah. So in the last couple of days, you've all come to notice and accept that Damien has a dog now. It hasn't been talked about.
Midlife crisis. Just believe it as that.
Unlife crisis.
So she's doing her tiff walk or whatever. I was like, so how much? What? Like 2 hours of community service a day? Is that what you fucking doing?
3 weeks, she says.
Do we get like a black belt at the end of this shit or something?
She stops in the middle of the sidewalk and sort of like looks up at the sky. Sighs. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
I mean, I think it could be fun.
No,
it won't be.
No. So basically, like, both you guys are being punished because, like, she flipped out and leveled a block, and you mouthed off to Bruja, so we're just along for the ride.
in 3 weeks, there's Elysium. And then they decide what to do with you, Chucklefucks. And whatever they decide, I'm off the hook.
Did they tell us what Elysium was? I forget.
It's that.
Yeah,
meeting.
it's like a big meeting.
Vampire Senate.
It's in Disneyland, isn't it?
Yep.
That's fucking amazing.
LA's Elysium is Disneyland, and
So awesome.
and the reason for it, Disneyland actually copped a deal with vampires where nobody's allowed to be fed on in Disneyland, and in exchange they provide Elysium. Like they provide the safe space for.
Welcome to Elysium, motherfuckers.
All right, 7 o'clock. We meet at Space Mountain.
I mean,
7:15 is the blood orgy.
Remember the rules. I'll go goofy on your ass.
I can finally ride the teacups without throwing up.
A bunch of mascots with wooden stakes just like lining the perimeter, like, don't fuck up, motherfucker.
Y'all motherfuckers better stay in line. You ever been staked by a giant mouse, bitch?
Oh god.
I'll tie you to the top of Space Mountain so when the sun comes up, you're fucking ash, motherfucker. Anyway.
Amazing.
So,
Donald Duck,
right.
play the music.
So, Mickey Mouse Vampire Hunter, next IP from Die Party.
Oh,
Nice.
God,
Nice.
yeah, I would watch that.
Goofy.
Anyway, as she was saying, or as you guys were just at, so she just said 3 weeks, Elysium, they decide what to do with you Chucklefucks, and I'm off the hook either way.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like, what are we doing in the meantime?
Well, you guys should be figuring out how to fucking get them to vote in your favor.
You happen to know anything that needs done?
She sort of like leans against a wall and is like, no, tons of stuff.
Yeah,
Do
like
you-
anything we could do to, kind of raise our standing. Because I know we're dead, but I prefer to not like actually die. That'd be nice.
Do you need anything?
Oh, do I need anything? I need my next 3 weeks back.
Okay, because
Well, neither of us can give you that. But I don't want you to hate your next 3 weeks, so
Ooh,
anything-
too late for that.
if there's any, well, I'm trying to say if there's anything we can do to help out or make this go a little bit easier for you, at least I'm willing to help.
Yeah. Could you watch the sunrise? That'd be awesome.
I don't think that would be a good idea. That was one of the first things they told us not to do.
Yeah, I don't think
She
that's
glares at
very-
you again, and like the building behind you melts again.
I don't think that's very good teaching.
Look, I'm gonna be real quick to the punch here. One of you is gonna have to be responsible for his fucking big mouth, or in these next 3 weeks, he's gonna be fucking dead.
Well, can't he be responsible?
You.
But me?
I look at Braden too, like, oh man.
Yeah, I would look at
Raw
everyone
deal.
looks at Brayden. Yeah, I mean,
Like, oh, this got serious.
I mean, you know, he's a big boy. I mean, he right? I mean, Damon, you can
You.
you can me you're when you say you mean like
Somebody
me
shut him
personally?
up right now, or I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
Okay,
okay, Brayden. Okay.
Braden, yeah, there was already a block leveled, so let's
Is
take it easy.
is Rodney around?
Yes.
Okay.
I just stare at Damien's mouth.
Okay.
She starts walking down the sidewalk again.
So where are we headed?
Away.
Away from the taste. Okay. All right. I look defeated. I'm just like staring at my shoes as we walk, but you can tell I'm pretty pissed.
I mean, like,
So-
you know, I got stuff to do, so like.
No, you don't.
No, I actually do. So you know.
No, you don't. See, because I also had stuff to do, and now neither of us can do any of it.
Well, I mean,
So
for you it doesn't matter. You do whatever you do. I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah, I wish.
Great. I'm glad we came to that agreement then. So I'm gonna go to a payphone. Gonna call a cab.
You can't. They just assigned you to her. Like, you can't walk away. She can't walk away. You guys are stuck together. It's not whether or not you get her to agree to anything. She doesn't want this any more than you do.
Okay,
Which
but
is
I mean, what's stopping me from just getting in a cab and leaving and going to do what I need to do in order to not get, you know, voted off the island come Elysium? Because it sounds like she doesn't give a fuck whether we get voted off the island or not.
Right.
So whether
yeah.
or not we actually
she
do
doesn't
anything,
give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck.
So-
but you also can't split up from her.
why not?
Someone will probably kill you.
Okay, but she's not going to help us either.
Well, she's not inspired to help you right now. That's pretty clear. She doesn't care what happens to you either way. That's
So
pretty
I'm
clear.
trying to
Right.
ease.
So Maria's not wrong about some sort of team building exercise because you guys are stuck together for 3 weeks, period.
All
Until
right.
Elysium.
So how about this? We need to do something in order to make Elysium, you know, not kick us off or whatever the fuck they want to do. But it sounds like we also need to make sure that your ego is satiated. So what is it that you want to do? And maybe we can make the two things work together. How about that?
She stops again and like her hand curls into a fist and it does that anime thing where you hear the leather squeaking,
Mhm.
you know, the anime fist close.
Yes.
Only when she opens her fist, like the fingerless gloves she was wearing tonight are literally destroyed and like fall off. And she breathes again.
Because it's going to make your life easier. Trust me. I'm going to try and do whatever I need to do to stay
There-
undead. So
Nothing that you can do that I want you to do.
you know
There
that goes
is
both ways,
no-
right?
Yeah, I know. There is no compromise here. There's just 3 weeks of babysitting. She starts walking down the sidewalk again.
do you want to see our new place?
She like stops again, like mid stride, and doesn't turn around. and breathes and
How does she
says,
breathe?
strike one.
Okay.
And she keeps moving. The thing is, she's putting effort into it. To sigh and to be exasperated.
So she's
She has
spending
to
blood
put-
points
She has to
to
put
make
effort.
a point.
She
Dude,
has
yeah,
to be.
she's like-
She has to put effort into doing those things. So she's putting effort into it.
Can I get a read on her?
Yes.
Like, okay.
How do you want to do that? Tell me about it.
I think just like when she's stopped and turned around and talked, and like just as we're walking and just like I guess like body language, I'd like to
All right, here, let's make this more simple. Can you ask me a directed question about her? Can you formulate a specific question that you
Can
want?
I
know
see the
is-
stick that's up her butt so I can remove it?
is she like is she actually like does it seem like she just needs to work off some steam for a little bit, or is she like legitimately like I'm going to actively like not do anything so you guys can't go, or like I guess yeah, like is this like her
Sure. Why don't you
putting on a thing right now, or yeah?
This is a awareness empathy roll.
Okay.
I know those two things are both talents. One of them is not an attribute. They're both talents, but I always feel that it's the most appropriate role for like reading a person.
Like body language and shit.
Right, because it's both. Because like empathy isn't the whole thing either. Like awareness is also part of it.
Well,
So,
I mean, would you accept expression as well? Or
No.
is expression like how you express yourself?
Oh, crap.
expression
They
isn't
changed
even that. Expression is art.
Oh.
It's the skill you roll only for creating art.
What about craft?
God
Yeah,
damn it.
craft has nothing to do with art. Craft is like a physical.
They changed the character sheet again, but they didn't fix the two subterfuges.
Wait, what did they change this time?
They took away the ability to roll the other traits.
What do you mean? No, one is attribute and one is the ability traits.
Oh, they're in abilities. Got it. Okay. So damn it, I can't.
You
I
can't.
can't.
So just choose an attribute that's the same number of dots, right? Wits and empathy is the same thing.
Awareness. Okay, yeah. What's it? Okay, I roll that. Empathy. Nope. Boop. What'd I do?
Holy shit.
Right.
Oh,
So,
that's about all you're gonna get tonight. So
So the question was, does she need to work off steam, or is she just like, what was the other half of it?
Does it seem like she's actively like, I'm going to do nothing for the next 3 weeks, or is this just like she's pissed right now, she needs to work off some steam, and then she'll calm down?
All right. So what's very here's
Yeah, I guess just like a general read on her mood.
I'll take this at a piece
beyond-
at a time.
Okay.
She's clearly trying very hard not to kill Braden.
What? Me?
Yes.
What did I do?
You keep asking profoundly stupid questions while she is in a terrible mood.
Well, I have no awareness or empathy, so.
I aware. That's why she said somebody needs to police his mouth, not you.
Okay. Okay.
And if you guys don't start like covering his mouth when he asks stupid questions,
I got this. I got this.
She was talking about my mouth, not Damien's mouth.
I got this. Don't worry.
they said that. Yes. Anyway,
so
so
Brian doesn't have any awareness or empathy.
Yeah.
So first of all, that's something that you notice.
Okay.
She said that there was no way that your interests could align. At least, so she said there's nothing you can do for her, right? Like you were trying to be like, why don't we spend these weeks doing things you want us to do, and then that'll like everybody will be happy. And apparently there is no, if she's telling the truth, which you don't get a read that she's lying, because she's barely containing herself. You don't feel like she is in a position to like mentally keep things from you right now, right? She's barely keeping back, hauling off into you. So she doesn't think there's any way your interests can align. So like the answer is she just trying to blow off steam right now? Yes, she's barely keeping herself under control. So she is blowing off steam right now.
Okay.
Is she gonna be like this for the rest of the time? You don't know. And
I guess I get the sense that if I can get her to kind of calm down, that like
she's in a very bad place right now.
Yeah.
And Braden didn't help that at all. So there's like you may even have had a conversation about Bruja in the time since the sort of event. Like people would have made it clear that the reason why Damien made such a bad mistake was because Bruja cannot control themselves. They struggle to control their emotions, and are also super powerful. So they lose control and then destroy things.
Got it.
Why would anyone let Bruja exist then? You know what I mean? Like,
because they get shit done.
Yeah.
Like if their emotions are aligned into your interests, then you can accomplish things.
So basically, just like they're a stick to beat with. I get it. Yeah.
All right. As we're walking, so I get close to Braden and I like put my hand on his shoulder and I lean in close to his ear and I'm like, at least for the next couple hours, if you're about to talk, don't whisper it into my ear and I will translate.
That sounds good.
Because I don't want her to kill you.
What are we talking about?
Who is this?
Rodney.
Jesus.
It's Gambit.
like you're leaning in and then he like pops up in the
yeah. I'm like I thumbs up to Braden, then I like basically lean back to do the same thing to Rodney. She's very angry at Braden, so I'm going to translate for him.
Right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Tell her that when I'm upset, sometimes I meditate and that helps.
I'm gonna not do that. Okay. See, this is good.
It's working already. It's working already.
This is good. This is good. See,
this is progress. This is progress. Just as you're about to finish that, like as she's walking in the road, there's a can, and she kicks it, and there are literal sparks as it disappears into the sky. Like she turned it into fucking slag when she kicked it. Then she just keeps walking like nothing happened. You know, like a teenager that just kicked a can.
Into the moon. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So she's sort of way out in front, and it's been quiet for now a little while, and especially getting a read on her, Maria, you feel like that's a good thing. Like, let's all just walk and be quiet for a little while. Let's not make things worse for maybe any amount of time. You've walked like you've made it several city blocks, and it's just quiet.
Anybody thirsty?
I kind of look up from my shoes.
Yeah, you probably look over at Damien. He's still like fucked up, like super fucked up. Like he's probably still got like gash. Like he's probably got like, if you took off his shirt, he'd probably have like gashes and shit all over his body, and he's probably still got like like cuts and bruises all over his face or whatever. And he's just like, I could probably drink something, maybe.
Could find somewhere to feed.
Yeah, that
Sure.
sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Maria, I need you to make a perception alertness roll.
Okay.
No, I don't want to drink. Okay.
I'll feed on you. Oh.
She could do that.
She probably could. Yeah. Probably pretty easily. Fuck.
Hey, wow.
A duck with a sock.
Good
all right.
stuff.
So you guys say, let's all feed. And Amethyst mumbles something, which you don't hear because you failed the perception roll.
Yeah. Oh, I have Auspex.
Ah, you've got another dice to roll.
Damn it!
Is this a certain thing that you can only have done if you were paying attention to her or something? Like, what's the deal?
Right,
there?
yeah, Maria is the one who is already paying attention. So she mumbles something which you don't hear in response to "Let's all feed." And as she does, she takes a sharp turn on a corner and starts walking down. Like she had just been walking in one direction this whole time, and then she turns.
All right. Keep following, I guess.
I'm gonna eat. Like, what's the deal here? You're muted, Brian.
Oh, I don't know, but I don't want to get separated from her. The Don looked pretty pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we just follow her wreckage. And then, like...
Yeah, we just keep on following.
What?
I mean, Maria, I know you got some stuff you want to do. I know I have stuff I want to do. I need to set up some stuff at our house. I mean,
okay, we can. Let's just let this keep going. It's kind of the situation right now.
She's not.
We still have time.
Anything.
I know, but we still have time. It's okay.
I look up at Braden and I'm like, she can hear everything you say.
It's
And then I look back down at my shoes, and I'm at this point, I'm kind of like angrily twirling my hair, watching my feet as we go.
I mean, it's just kind of annoying not knowing what's going on.
I know.
That
okay.
that earns him a kick.
Okay. Ow.
It's fine. You'll be okay. How old are you?
I'm too old for this.
That's rhetorical. You're an adult. You can deal with being a little patient.
Okay.
Thank you.
I start skipping. Or we follow her.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, god damn it, I can't do anything.
I'm trying my best.
I've got ADD. I can't like just do nothing. I gotta.
Would you have ADD as a fucking like if you had OCD and you got turned into a vampire? Does that shit carry over?
It's called a dementation in this system. Whenever you have a mental illness of any kind, and becoming a vampire can add dementations that you didn't have. But if you are crazy when you're a human, becoming a vampire doesn't cure them, except for in like fringe cases where like, I was scared of diseases as a human being, and now that
I got the worst one.
Now that I can't get sick, maybe then your hypochondria would go away. Maybe it wouldn't, but like there's no, basically you keep your dementations.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, we follow her wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
If that wasn't clear.
I wish someone would
What,
invent
do we
something
not...
that I could fidget with and spin.
Do we not find her wreckage? Like, why are you smiling like a fucking GM who's just doing something stupid?
Oh yeah, she's right there. You follow her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How about, Braden, how about instead of saying everything that comes into your head, you can play the alphabet game in your head, but just look around and start with A and try to find things that start with a letter and then keep on going. It's like a game. Once you get to Z, you win.
Yeah, but games are only fun when you play them with other people.
But don't you want the prize?
What's the prize?
You're going to have to play to find out.
God damn it.
You'd make the best CI. That's all I'm going to say, Braden.
Hey, it's for Amethyst. That's good for me.
All right. Well,
All right.
Really, you saw a cat before you saw a car.
All right, it's working. It's working. It's working.
Right.
Yeah. So that helped. It seems like, and we keep on. We keep following. Does she seem like she's leading us anywhere? Like, like down the road, is there any landmarks or things or like?
It's just LA City. Like, I mean, it's just the city of LA. You've not gone this way on foot previously. I mean, first of all, the taste is in a part of town that you especially probably didn't frequent in your mortal life. And then second of all, like, since you guys have died, you've mostly been heading in the direction of your new turf almost immediately. So other directions, in a sort of pedestrian in the middle of the night sort of way, haven't been as, explored. No, it doesn't seem like she's leading you anywhere.
Okay, yeah, like there wasn't like
she's heading somewhere. Well, like she took a deliberate. She traveled for like
no,
10
yeah,
minutes
that's exactly why, because I was like
turn.
that's what that it seemed like it was like. It wasn't just I'm gonna randomly turn. It was like, oh, okay, let's go this way now because reason. But like I wasn't
Maybe,
sure. Yeah,
but like who knows?
oh yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like, oh cool, there is the Empire State Building.
There is no internet cafes yet.
is there anything that's supposed to be happening here, Wreckage? Are we just following her, like, and she's not going anywhere?
No, she's going.
Okay. I mean, like, do you want us to interact with her? I don't understand what's happening in this situation and why we're just sitting here not saying anything.
I think Tux gets it. Tuesday probably gets it.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I don't get it.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's just all sit here in silence then.
I'm staring at my feet, twirling my hair, just following, making sure, I look up every now and again to make sure I haven't lost her.
Mm-hmm. There's a thing. I lost it, but there was into a thing. Could I do a streetwise roll to see like what kind of part of town we're going into?
You have streetwise.
I do have streetwise.
You have streetwise.
I have subterfuge A and subterfuge B.
I cannot believe they've made a change to the thing and didn't fix that.
They didn't make a change to it.
Yeah, I just mistook where they put the other traits.
Oh, okay. Person who does this thing. Fix the fact that there are two subterfuges.
Fix it, please.
This will be an intelligence streetwise roll.
Coolio.
I don't believe that you saw a quail.
Intelligence and subterfuge A. Bam!
Right. She is heading out of the sort of center of LA towards sort of south central LA. Right. What south central LA might be in the real world, I couldn't tell you.
Right.
But a good sort
of.
What
is it in our LA?
In your LA, it is first of all west of your turf, which is sort of southeast LA. So she's heading somewhere sort of west of your turf, and it's also a it's just on the other side of the river from the sort of industrial district, which is where your turf is. And it's where some it starts to get a little less underdeveloped, I guess is a word for it.
Like it's a little nicer, or
it's hard to use that word
Sure.
in World of Darkness.
like not abandoned homes, but not like nicer homes.
Right.
Okay.
This is towards like, yeah, there are actual housing. And every once in a while you see something that is sort of indicative of it being Los Angeles, like a trendy clothing store, even an art gallery, like things that you maybe wouldn't associate with your neighborhood. I don't believe that you saw. Okay, you walked past a music store. Got it. I'm glad you're justifying it now.
35% off on those xylophones for the next week.
Oh boy,
No one buys them.
they're gonna make a comeback, I swear.
I just bought 35,000 units of xylophones. I saw an advert and the kid was playing. It was fucking adorable. People are gonna buy it. Trust me.
I got the Z Maria. What's my prize?
You forgot why.
Fuck.
Was that Rodney saying that? Like,
Yes, Rodney says you forgot why. Literally, you've been playing in your head, and Rodney says, "You forgot why."
yeah, I forgot why we're doing this as well.
He starts over at the top.
I gotta stop. I can't do that anymore. I have no idea what you guys have been talking about. All right.
No, it's been great. This has been the content for the last 10 minutes.
I love it. But yeah, you.
She makes another sudden hard left,
Okay.
and it's down an alleyway.
I look at the group and then
I
move
mumble
on.
like a alleyway.
This is a to put this alleyway in perspective, it is not one of those alleyways that's like, this is a building on a city block and one building deep is the other side of the alley and the next sidewalk and the next street. This is like an alleyway between like a warehouse and like another thing or whatever. It's one of those really significant alleyways.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, several city blocks worth of distance. And it's poorly lit, and it's filled with, you know, dumpsters, etc. You guys probably pass like a homeless person. Sure, that's the noise that homeless people make when you.
I've seen movies.
Yeah, sure do.
Where exactly are we in the city?
It was like South Central LA.
Yeah, just outside of the like the heart of downtown.
Okay.
And you've walked like a ways to get here. Everybody can give me a perception alertness roll.
Haha.
I'm going to use Auspex 1.
Same. 5 successes.
Ooh.
I'm so noticing.
Oh, it won't even let me. It won't even let me select. Oh yeah, well, let me select alertness. Never mind. 2 successes somehow.
Braden, your fucking rolls in this game are not like
They're not normal.
they're not okay.
I think it's okay.
So Damien is maybe playing with his dog. Everybody else can see as clear as day that, like, it's not as clear as day at first, but it becomes pretty obvious once you're surrounded that there are a gang of hooligans, ne'er-do-wells, thug.
Not
thuggy-
rapscallions.
Hoodlums.
Rapscallions.
No.
Hoodlums.
Are they chasing a hoop down the street with a stick? Those punks.
H for hooligans.
H for hooligans. They look like a good way to describe this gang of thugs is, what if you encountered a gang of thugs in the Captain Planet cartoon?
I would talk about cheeseburgers for 35 minutes and then maybe produce a fireball.
Right.
Is that Captain Planet?
Yes.
It's one of the Planeteers.
Oh, right. Anyway, but you know, like 90s cartoons version of
They're stereotypical punks.
right, like they do not exist in the real world.
Right.
They have too many like ripped jean vests with purple mohawks. And
One guy probably literally has a belt made out of a chain because he thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, they start like whistling and like, hey mama, like at Lavin and Maria and Amethyst. It's like, what are you doing hanging out with that loser? Yeah, why don't you get with a real man? There's a cacophony of jeering as they
I think they're talking about you, Damien.
and they've got like, you know, a board with a nail in it. Ooh. Baseball bats, etc.
I'm kind of just looking between them and then at Amethyst and then at them, and I'm like,
Is this alleyway like double-ended or is it just one entrance?
It's double-ended. It's got a hole at both ends, like most people.
All right. Is there a way that I can walk?
That one really got Tuesday.
Is there a way that I can walk through to the other side so that they can't run away?
What do you mean? They're surrounding you right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
They've sort of, you know, they've done that.
they were snapping their
impossible-
fingers, and then they
They've done that
encircled us.
impossible '90s thing of like, you walk down an alleyway and then all of a sudden you were surrounded. Like
Okay.
somehow
Yeah,
they came
sure.
out of the dumpsters and the etc.
can I grab a guy by the collar?
Yeah, there's a guy.
Yeah. I want to grab him by the collar. I'm just like, I don't have the time to be dealing with your fuck stain attitude, little kid.
Ooh, big man over here. And like, even as you're holding him by the collar,
Like I
he's
lift him
pointing at
up
you
by
and, like,
one hand, sort of thing. You know.
All right, this is now a
I got potence,
strength
so
brawl roll.
I mean I got potence. Doesn't that mean that I'm like inherently stronger than everyone by like a tenfold or something like that?
No, it does not mean that. It means that you get a extra dice when making a
Really?
check like this.
I thought like potence was like.
Potence does do a lot of stuff in combat, but when it comes to just showing off, you make a strength brawl
Oh, okay.
roll.
Well, in that case, I'll pick him up and like fucking, I don't know, like dunk him into the ground. I guess I don't know. Head first.
All right, so you're attacking is the point.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right, so strength brawl, plus 1 for potence.
It's only +1.
Plus 1 dice. If you succeed, then potence means that you accomplish more than like
right.
someone without potence. But the actual dice roll, yeah.
Yeah, 1 success. Well, the darkness dice, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
3, 3, 4, 4, 7.
That's how we do.
That's how we do.
That's how we do.
You put him into the ground, and like you hear like his sternum crack underneath your fist, and you know he coughs up blood, and passes out. Not dead, but unconscious. And then of course there's all sorts of like suddenly like not only do they have bats and boards and nails, etc., but they have like switchblades and like, you know, street knives and shanks and the motley crew of things that somebody would have.
I say, that's not a knife. This is a knife. And I pull out my machete.
You still have a machete, that's right. So I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Because Dave has started combat.
Let's see. How do we actually do that in?
It's your a D10 plus dexterity, right?
Dexterity and perception? Right?
No, that none of you are correct. It's a D10 plus your dexterity and wits.
Wits, right. 6.
Oop, yep. Wow, I rolled really well on that one.
Maria, you go first.
Okay. I would like to move at one of them. No, wait. I look at Amethyst and I grin and I say, "Want to see something cool?"
She's not there.
Oh wait, what the fuck? What?
What? Where'd she go?
You hear fireworks? No, wait, that's not fireworks. That's hooligans being put into a brick wall, one after the other, very rapidly. You've looked over to impress Amethyst, and in the time it took you to turn your head, she has dispatched a dozen hooligans, and not unconscious. They're dead. They're very dead. Their heads are gone. Their midsections have superhero-sized punch holes in them. You turn back to the guy that you were going to do a funny thing to, and he's dead.
Oh. They're all dead?
It's done. It's over. You stop to talk, and it's done. Dave got a kill. Well, and unconscious.
That was easy. I think they got scared of my machete and just their bodies fell apart.
Strike 2, says Amethyst as she walks past you and is dragging one of the bodies by like the back of their jacket. And
Raiden, what did I tell you?
And throws it in front of Damien and says, "You're hungry, right? Eat." And then she goes and like sits down on a dumpster.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about like fucking draining this dude.
No, they're dead. She killed them. Like,
well, I mean, I can't drink a dead man's blood, right?
You can. Just after death for a little while, the vitae is still good.
Yeah, if we do it like right away.
All right,
like,
well,
you can't put him in a freezer or anything, but
okay. All right, well, that's
I'm gonna nab 4 points of blood out of one.
Yeah, actually there's like like a dozen crims. There's a dozen crim crams, and they're all fucking dead. And you can get like 6 blood out of a person. So
I'll just fill up then, I guess. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you are all in a position to fill up.
Fill up.
Even Damien can like heal to full and still get
Yeah, I didn't
maybe
even
like
that much.
Damien, you can pretty much heal to full and then also get 4 blood.
Like on top of what I have right now, because I have 5.
Right. I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, you will go up to 9 and be healed.
Okay.
But you will eat like
A lot
the
of people.
vast majority of these people you will have to drain because you need a lot of blood to heal that much.
That's fine. Yeah, so you know.
And Gambit started like, yep, food.
Yeah. I'll after I sit back on, you know, whatever, I'll you know, cut my hand again and produce blood and just hold it out to him.
Yeah, he's stoked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of
yeah.
dog is Gambit?
He's like a golden retriever, like a brown one. Big fluffy golden retriever. Kind of old looking as well.
Yep.
I walk
Like-
over to where Amethyst is leaning against the dumpster, and I like just give a little smile, like, that help it all?
Not enough.
Badonka-donk.
Need to find some more assholes to beat up?
If I kill any more people tonight, I'll get another fucking slap on the wrist for breaching the masquerade. Speaking of, she's like been sort of like rhythmically going around and like stabbing the bodies.
I start
Oh.
disposing of bodies in dumpsters to help clean up.
Wait,
No,
in the
don't do
hopes-
that.
Oh,
Fucking idiot.
okay.
A gang fight gone wrong, they don't stop and throw bodies in dumpsters.
If you want to help, cut them here.
Slit
Okay.
throats.
I go stabby with my machete.
Yeah, I like point out like this vein, like different veins around the body that'll like bleed a lot.
Like, now
Right.
I have something to do.
I'm watching them do this, and I'm just kind of like, you know, aside from all the holes in the walls, that'd probably be a good idea. Looks like
No, because the thing is, she did throw them into the walls, right?
Mm.
But they're people made out of people meat, so they didn't hurt the brick wall at all. Like, she destroyed buildings with your body because you're a vampire, which
Right.
means it was like hitting a
They just kind of splat.
Yeah, they sort of cartoonishly splatter against a brick wall. You know, there's some scuff marks, but not anything. Like, you'd have to be a player character detective to be like, something's wrong here.
Something's amiss.
well, clearly this was a you know, an assisted suicide. Open shut case. Let's go.
I
Wanna go
got
to
out into
Denny's?
the alleyway. So I could tell something was amiss by the fact that the bodies were actually splats on the wall. This wasn't just a gang fight gone awry.
I've been in this city long enough to know that there's a seedy underbelly. But also, because I'm still alive, I haven't uncovered any evidence. So that
I would watch that film noir movie where the guy is actually a terrible detective.
It's called Idiocracy. That's what it's called. It's a real thing. Look it up.
What is it?
Idiocracy.
that is not a film noir.
Doesn't matter. It's literally about a world filled with dumb people and one media.
No, I know that. I just want to see a
medium
film noir.
intelligence dude.
It's like black and white. It's got all the music and all like the seriousness of it. But the guy is just not good at what he does.
Anyway, why don't we take a break very quickly?
Sure.
Amethyst has fed you and killed some hooligans and made it look like a gang fight to some extent. In the world of darkness, her cover-up would not have passed scrutiny. But in the world of darkness, the level of cover-up is gonna it's gonna pass. It's gonna.
Well, I made sure that they cut certain veins.
Yeah,
because doctor.
Right, because gang members in a gang fight know which veins to cut.
Well, they don't know what they're cutting. They're just swinging their switchblades around. They hit the carotid.
Also, it won't be suspicious at all when all these bodies have their carotid artery cut and there isn't any blood because you drained them all.
Let's put them next to a storm drain.
All right. Yeah. No, it's fine. You did fine. You did fine. You in no way made it much worse.
We see the news. A serial killer strikes gang members, targeting their veins.
It's really weird. Must be a doctor. In other news, upcoming residential doctor Maria missing for weeks.
Damn it. Guys, I'm a serial killer now.
I mean, yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Maria has only killed 2 people.
That makes you a serial killer by the definition.
And they were vampires. And I think actually you have to have 3 murders for it to be serial.
I think more than one is a serial.
I think there are terms for these things.
She put yeah, he was a vampire. I guess the shotgun dude. I mean, does body mutilation come into it? Because I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure that word for it. Don't know what it is.
That's just sociopathic. It's fine.
Right. If all you ever do is steal dead bodies and do things to them, you can never get pegged for being a serial murderer.
Right.
That's a life pro tip. If you don't kill anybody, you can't
be a murderer.
Right.
You guys are good at this. I don't like it.
2 white males talking about murder.
Amethyst, you guys have sort of concluded your business here. Amethyst begins walking again. Out front, still looking at the pavement.
Oh, this is gonna get fucking old real quick.
So, is this going to be like the next 3 weeks? Rodney says.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing, Rodney. We need to actually do something. Otherwise, you, me, and the 3 ladies over there, we're going to find ourselves in hot water. So.
Yeah, but we also can't not be with Amethyst.
See, here's what I was thinking. Right? Maybe you could do some sleuthing. Find out what, her buttons are so that we could actually, ply her with whatever she needs to make her satiated or happy. That way we can go about our business. Make sure that we don't get killed in a couple of weeks.
That is not my skill set.
Come on, I've seen you disappear like no one's business. You can do it if anyone
I can hide, but I don't have good interpersonal skills. And you're
That's
talking about
clearly obvious.
What I was talking about was you finding
shut up!
dirt.
You can't even be allowed to talk without a translator.
Look, you found a lot of dirt on some cops when I needed it, even though we didn't actually use it. I know you're capable of it. Don't you fucking tell me you're not.
Things and yeah, like that's not.
We just need something. Like we just need to know what she likes to do, right?
We have to be with her all the time. If I disappear, they're gonna know.
All right, here's what you do: go back to where she hangs out. I'll tell you where it is. Right? You go there and you listen to the people and you hear what they have to say. You just hear what they talk about. That's it. You don't have to talk to them or nothing. You just listen.
Didn't that place get destroyed?
Yeah, but there's got to be a place where they're going. So you'll find it out eventually. The reason why I can't do it is because she's probably looking at me more than anyone else in this group, aside from Brayden for some reason. I think
She's not the one who's keeping us with her. I'm sure she'd love it if we wandered off. You know, it's not her that we need to hide from. Or, you know, it's not her that's enforcing this.
Oh, we need someone to make her do what we need to do because she ain't got no interest in us helping us not get fucking sunsetted in 3 weeks.
Let's just see how it plays out. Maybe we can learn it by...
We have 3 weeks.
I don't know if you know this, but 3 weeks is not a lot of time to actually make any moves and anything in LA.
Oh, remember, Rodney, they want you to stop. They want you to... You're supposed to learn patience. The reason this whole thing happened is because you were impatient.
Are you talking to yourself, Rodney? What the fuck?
No, I'm talking to you.
You called me Rodney.
Sorry, Damien.
Look, we can't be patient when we have a fucking ticking time bomb on our heads.
Sure you can.
Do you know what sunsetting is? Is when they sit you outside and then you burn to death.
That sounds like sun rising.
Now do you get it, Damien? Now do you get it?
What? It sounds like sun rising. Sunsetting is fine. Sunsetting's the one we like.
Sunsetting is the actual phrase for killing someone or putting him to bed. Sure, whatever. All right, that's fine. Are you going to do this for us? Are we going to be able to fucking work with her? You going to work with us?
Nope.
So what are you going to do? You're going to fucking go down with the ship like the rest of us?
I mean, yeah, but I think we just need to not... I think your plan is the exact thing that sort of got us into trouble in the first place, and Maria's plan is exactly what we should be doing.
What?
Treat her like a person?
Yeah, like treat her like a person and just hang out with her and figure it out.
Yeah, because last time I tried to do that, she fucked me over so hard that we ended up being pushed through a fucking wall.
I don't think you treated her like a person. I believe your exact words were, "Stop being a fucking bitch."
Yeah, because she fucking took everything out of me. Right? I literally gave her a peace offering and she fucking spat in my face. That's literally what happened. And if you were there, you would fucking know that.
I wasn't there.
Idiot. Just fucking follow her. The dog has more intelligence than you, fucking do, Rodney, at this point.
He's in a bad place right now, so I'm not going to take that personally.
A lot of people just need to blow off some steam tonight.
No, Marie, I need to get shit done. I got 3 fucking weeks. We don't have eternity like the rest of these chucklefucks.
So you guys have, she's walked and she's made more distance have occurred. Blocks have been walked. She walks into a nightclub.
Oh, what nightclub?
This nightclub is called the Cat's Eye.
Lavin, you know this place at all?
The Cat's Eye is...
do you not?
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously I do. I was just making sure you did.
For Lavin's benefit, the Cat's Eye is... it's fair to say that the Cat's Eye is like... used to be the big place and is now starting to not be the best place because it focuses a lot on sort of late 80s, early 90s, like heavy music, sort of rock music, and hasn't really advanced with the times. So it's like it would be completely fair to be like, that's so last year. When talking about the Cat's Eye, like it's just now falling out of trend, and there's no sign that it's going to try and pick up with the trends. It seems like it's going to just sort of stay with.
They haven't quite caught on to grunge yet.
Like, yeah, they're just sort of they're sticking with the late 80s, early 90s stuff and not really going with the new mid 90s fresh scene.
Sure.
Which,
hey, synths are still cool, right?
like, you can do, like, yeah, like,
I like hair bands.
Yeah, right.
like you might still go to the Cat's Eye, but like, if you're trying to be trendy, you wouldn't go here.
Gotcha.
Because it would,
You
because
go
it's
there ironically.
maybe. Well, it's like a year away from being ironic. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right? Like you still, it like 1 year out of date is not far enough out of date to be ironic. You just look like you're not with the times.
Right.
Anyway, I'm glad we spoke about this.
Is there a fucking reason for going in here, or are we just wasting time?
Like she's already in there.
Maybe you can find some information.
Yeah, because drunken idiots is the way to get information.
Sure.
Lav and I have learned a lot from drunken idiots.
Yeah, we kind of have.
Well, the last time I checked, the only thing that we have to do in this undead place is actually make sure that a small slither of land doesn't become a complete fucking hellhole.
I mean, that's like our only assignment, but we you know, you gotta think outside the box sometimes, Damien.
Like what?
Like, what if our greatest accomplishment is opening up the heart of Amethyst? You know, emotionally, not literally.
Rodney, do I need
What?
you to talk to a translator too?
What if the treasure was love all along?
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna go into the club. at this point. I'm just gonna walk in there.
Need to make double down on the fact that when
But she's not here. I can say whatever I want.
fair, get it out now.
I'm trying.
Okay.
So, the interior of the Cat's Eye is it's got this the centerpiece is sort of the back wall, and stage is a giant like cat's eye, like literally, like with the yellow iris of and like lit up this big like sign. So that's everything sort of in the entire club can see it from somewhere. And it's the stage and sort of like the dance floor. So it's a very tall space. Like the whole building is hollowed out with no interior rooms, except for like the bathrooms, like where, you know, right off in the, you know, in the corner or whatever. Otherwise it's like a very high ceilinged bar, and then like there's scaffolding and lighting and stuff at the top ceiling, but it's like 3 stories of just open space.
It's like a movie set.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Damien's never really been into nightclubs, but now that he can't drink, it's like even worse. You know what I mean? Like, so he walks into the nightclub, he probably sees like bumping and grinding, and he's just like, oh, fuck. And he's like, maybe like the dog is still with him. Like, I don't know. Like, and if anyone tries to stop him, he's just like, see that dog. I need him to see.
So I'm not really good at being in this environment without being high. So you guys are gonna see Lavin kind of wander off and look for somebody that's like coked up or something,
Sweet.
just to have a snack, even though I'm full.
Good.
I'm gonna go try to find Amethyst.
Yeah, I was gonna just when we get inside see if I can see her. See if she's killing everyone / dancing / spouting philosophy. I don't know what she likes to do. You're muted.
Hate my new headset so much. I hate it. I'm not in a good space with this headset. I'm going to need perception checks, perception alertness to see if she's killing everyone.
Huh?
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Huh, there's dead bodies. Clearly it was the wind.
I mean, do you want them from all of us or just
1 success.
3 successes.
Woo!
Woo!
wow? That's my first success of the night. Feels good. Welcome to the shit show, Lavin.
Thanks.
Wow, you literally
Lavin's too
spelled out
focused-
leech.
Lavin's busy trying to find someone coked up.
I did spell out lead.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of amethyst. I'm looking for drugs.
And additionally, like 4 dice, 0 successes. That's actually sort of, that's not
Par for the course.
right. Like Braden, who continues to succeed at every 3 dice roll that he has, that shouldn't be the case.
I'm a golden god.
They call me Fabio.
I am going to come down on you with furious.
And you shall know my name as the Lord.
Yes, when you botch finally on a roll that you shouldn't even be making, I am going to unmake your butthole.
Yay.
Whoa. Okay.
So you guys all see that, except for Lavin, everybody who's looking for her sees Amethyst is up at like the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bar?
Right. Maria, with the most successes, can also see enough to see that the bartender recognizes her, comes over. They have a very like sort of brief but personal conversation, like they know each other. And then he pours her a drink, which she takes, and she heads off into like side booths that are on the sides for privacy. And as she's doing that, the bartender like reaches over and changes the song that's playing in the nightclub, like halfway through. And it's like a particular, like Lavin. You don't know that any of this interaction is happening, but you suddenly notice that the song is abruptly changed.
Okay.
And it's also, but nobody else knows that the song that's changed to is a very unknown, like local band song.
Sure.
Like cult classic type status,
It's
but nobody else.
yodeling.
No, it's not yodeling.
Mongolian throat singing.
It's not. No.
Yodeling was an inside joke, but it's fine.
And she goes to one of those private booths and like closes the curtain. Lavin, you wanted to find somebody who was high
Yeah. I'm looking for
and
somebody.
become high by proxy.
Yep.
Sure. I'm going to need a perception empathy roll.
Perception and empathy.
You do it. Find those drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 dice roll. That's the way to go. I'm telling you.
2 successes on 3 dice. Fuck me. This system should be everybody starts with 10 dice and everything, and as you get better at stuff, you get to remove dice.
Yeah.
You find somebody and you can feed off of them and get marginally high by proxy.
Excellent.
Do you keep all like your what do they call it? Like your built up like
Oh, do you have a tolerance?
a tolerance? Yeah, built up tolerance as a vampire. Like if you were like just a fucking liver destroying motherfucker in life and you got turned into a vampire, and you try and like drink through proxy, do you still have the tolerance of the person who drank before?
No.
Okay, all right, figured out. Ask.
All of your things that are traits of your body cease to really matter. Like tolerance is a function of like your liver and your kidneys, which are now inert and dead. They no longer play a role in the vampiric uptake of anything. It's just your magic vampire heart that still does things in a vampire body. So all of the everything is happening in the heart.
Okay. So if you guys look for me, you'll just see me kind of like a lot happier than I was when we were walking here, kind of wandering around, just like.
What did you get?
I was probably looking for cocaine. What did I get with 2 successes?
Um,
Because she would have, I would have settled for like, you know, most things.
settled for anything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that this is the type of place that would have people all coked up.
Mm-hmm. So I maybe got like E or something.
Also maybe not E, like nothing.
A little pot, maybe.
You could definitely have marijuana. You could definitely have someone who's drunk.
Okay.
You could like maybe some more dicey things. I remember this place is sort of on the way out. So like,
right.
As a man who has never had a single drug and never even drunk alcohol,
Yep.
perhaps I am inaccurate when I say that I feel like cocaine and E are the hip trendy drugs that people would be doing at hip trendy places. And
yeah, probably more so than
Cocaine you'd probably find more than anything, but especially in the 90s.
well, right, in the 90s.
Unless you're in Australia, then it's all eckies. All eckies. All the fucking time. E.
Oh, okay.
We just call them eckies, but yeah.
That's more syllables than E.
Doesn't matter. Hey, bro, you got any eckies? You know, yeah, that sort of stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Maria, you saw a large portion of this exchange.
Yes. I would like to go. Huh?
I said, what of it? You know.
Oh, I want to go up to the bar. And like get his attention and wait for him to like not be super
You're an
busy.
attractive female, so you get noticed quickly at the busy bar.
Yep, I took that merit.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone else, it's like $10 bill hanging out your zipper to
Right.
get the same effects, you know. But,
Right. Right. So, yes. So
Yeah,
Martin was like, new face, what do you have?
Can I get a Jack and Coke?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Is that it?
And then when he like does the thing and like, oh, there you go, anything else? Like, I nod at the booth and you and her seem to have some history. Big smile, like.
I'm going to need you to roll charisma.
Okay.
Empathy.
Charisma, empathy.
Charisma.
Charismo and empathy.
Chorizo, empathy.
Chorizo and empanadas.
2.
All right, with 2 successes. You say this in a way that isn't as blatantly suspicious as that. Perhaps more along the lines of, you know, I saw a cute girl. What's her story? You know, maybe not so much like I was watching you two have an interaction.
Well, like we came in together and like she went to the bar and like I assumed like it was like, oh, you like it wasn't like a creepy like I was watching you from afar. It was like I know her. You also seem to know her, kind of a thing.
You didn't make the I know her part clear in the statement. So it sounded like the point is with the role, you say it.
Yeah.
Well, you say it in a way that conveys your intention and not
Right.
And not what you conveyed. He's like, yeah, Amethyst is a regular around here. What do you? I mean, what? Like, are you? What's the story? I mean,
Oh, we're work friends. Just getting to know her.
work Amethyst. I don't believe that for a second.
I didn't say where.
Damn,
Yeah.
got him. Can't be tricked.
Right. I'm like being facetious and like work friends, as in like not obviously it's not, we don't work at the Kinkos together. We are together because of something else. But I'm telling him work friends. It's like I'm being very
Right.
like it's not like we're both at McDonald's. Like it's what she does during the day, I also do during the day, and we know each other from that kind of thing. Yeah, kind of we're stuck together for a little while. I was wondering, you think you could tell me anything about her?
Oh, so when you say work friends, you mean not friends at all?
Acquaintances, accomplices, whatever you want to call it.
I won't ask any more questions.
Wink.
They accomplices. He's like, fuck.
Wink to say like, ha ha ha, I'm joking, of course.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like she's being like, oh, this is just.
This
I'm just
is
being
going
really...
as well as Kika trying to interrogate me.
All right. Here's the story about Amethyst. It's a short one. There's not much to it. As long as I've worked here, she comes in every once in a while, orders the same drink, asks for the same song to be played, gets the same private booth, and boss man says, let it happen.
What's the song? I mean, obviously it's the song playing, but who's the song by?
Oh, there's this they're this little known outfit. They
Called Nirvana?
No. They have this killer name, the Gangrels. And
Fucking really.
they
Nice.
they had this whirlwind tour about, geez, it's almost like 7 or 8 years ago now, like right just as the like the good rock was coming out in the later half of the 80s, and the new heavy stuff was just being explored, and like they don't get any of the credit because bigger names came later for after they established that sound, but local scene says they really did start the sort of the whole trend. Never got signed to a label, did a couple of songs, had a couple of underground stuff that sort of spread from word to mouth, copies on copies, and you just they haven't done anything since.
You got a CD case or a cassette case or anything back there?
I just have the thing that's in the machine right now.
Oh, okay.
It's a VHS.
And it's got like a piece of tape on it that says,
that it's that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, so yeah, they didn't even ever get any art, I don't think. I mean, she must have known him or something, because nobody else ever asked for their stuff. We used to play it pretty regularly, but now she has to ask for it. It's it's not in the top charts anymore.
Sure. All right. Well, thanks for the drink.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck. I mean, good luck with Amethyst, I guess.
Thanks. I turn and like as I'm walking, I just set the drink on someone else's table, like kind of like sneakily, just like, hey, here, have a drink. And
then the camera like lingers on, like, oh, remember they're vampires. Like if this was a TV show, like that's what it would do. It'd be like, remember
she can actually drink it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember they're vampires.
Question.
Answer.
What does it sound? What does the singer of this band sound like? Is it a male voice or a female voice?
It's a male voice.
Okay, so then it's not like she's the singer, but like
No.
okay. Okay.
Hot new mixtape. And this is the only place that plays it. That's why I come here. To listen to myself 35,000 years ago. Back before they had VHSs and...
It's
Some
fire,
vinyl.
right? Tell me it's fire.
So, Rodney's gotten a table. Does anybody sit with him?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have wandered around for a little bit, and then if I notice that he has a place to sit, and I'll just kind of go over there and be. It's probably like my feet are off the ground because I'm kind of tiny, so I'm just be sitting there like kicking my feet and kind of doing this sort of thing.
Braden, what about Braden and Damien? Are you guys gonna sit at the table?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
No one gives a
I'll
shit
go
that I'm with my
Rodney.
dog. That's cool. I'll just bring him in. He sits at the table with us.
Yeah, like I mean, not the least reason of which is because your dog is a ghoul, but it's like extremely well behaved. As long as you don't want it to be causing trouble, really. Like you don't have animalism, so you don't like have direct communication, but as long as you're putting out vibes that like, you know, we're just chilling here, then your dog will just chill.
Yeah.
And vice versa, like when you put that guy through the pavement, your dog was ready to be in the fight. So if you're just like, someone might come around and be like, there's no animals allowed in here, but because he's not making a scene out of itself.
Yeah, if anyone does, I'm just like, seeing-eyed dog. I'm blind as fuck.
Yeah. As you look them in the eye. It's like, so Rodney's sort of sitting there doing that thing on the table where he's like, and Lavin's kicking her feet. He's like, Maria. Maria.
Yeah.
So turns out that amethyst is, you know, some sort of like onion with all those layers and shit.
Yeah, I guess that's a good metaphor.
So let's guys, this is our chance. Let's unravel the mystery. Let's open her like a present. Let's
he's
That's
up
really
on the
weird, Rodney.
Yeah.
Even for me, that's weird.
what?
Honey, that's actually kind of dumb because she gets super mad pretty easily. So just don't do me a favor and don't pick that scab. Then I just keep on.
Your metaphor is way grosser than mine.
Yeah, just don't, you know.
Like
Poke
all of
the
her
angry
secrets
bear.
are the pus inside the scab. That's gross.
Why are we no
You didn't have to go there, Rodney.
You went there?
Oh my god. Almost liked you. Gross.
no more talk of picking her scabs or opening her up like a present. That was just I'm fine with getting to know her better, but well, I shouldn't say that. We have to hang around with her for another 3 weeks. I figure if we can get her to open up, get us all a little bit more on the same level, she won't hate hanging around with us. We can try to make some way to make them not kill us in 3 weeks. So
Okay, but what's the play-by-play? Like, how are you actually going to be friendly with her? Because she just said it
being
doesn't wanna,
friendly with her.
What is this, fucking high school? Just go up and talk to her. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Well, it seems like she's the type of person who values not talking to her, and I've never figured out how to make friends with those types of
Look,
people.
there's two ways of dealing with people. You either become friends with them or you blackmail the shit out of them. One or the other. Let's
Those
pick.
are not the only two ways of dealing with people.
No, it really is. If you,
I mean, you could tell her that you like the song that she put on.
Yeah, and then
I'm
she'll
totally
just turn
gonna
around and be
avoid her.
like, thanks. And then she'll go back to doing a drink, and then she'll be like, why the fuck are you in my private booth? And then you have to leave. Look, there's no winning here. We either wait for her to calm down, or, I don't know, we do something about it. And personally speaking, I couldn't give two fucks about her.
What are you saying, Lavin?
Yeah, like I don't think she really wants to get to know us, so I think we just need to
Boom. She's on
chill
to it.
out and yeah, not open that present.
What we really should be doing is trying to work out what the fuck we can do so that we don't get sunrised. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, our apartment should be done. Also, you guys need to see the club because it's gonna be super cool. I can't wait for you guys to see the club. And until somebody stops me, I'm literally gonna be saying like the same couple of things over and over again because I'm so
Yes.
excited about it.
Well, that's a well and good, Lavin, but like, you know, I'm sure
Super
the
cool.
vampire community as a whole isn't going to give a fuck about what type of nightclub we have.
But you guys totally will. It's gonna make so much money.
Also, it
It'd
seems
be
like
really
vampires
cool.
give a huge fuck about nightclubs. In my
Yeah, you know what they'll do? They'll be like, thanks. All right, well, when we kill you, we'll take it over.
Ours is gonna be the best, and no one, my face darkens, is going to take it.
I'm
from
going to
us.
lean over to Lavin and just like put my hand on her eye and open it up and just like, you're fucking high, aren't you?
I'm so high. You guys should try it. See that guy over? I don't know where we went, but anyway, yeah.
you probably left him in the bathroom.
Yeah, probably.
Maria.
Oh,
Hmm?
Did you ever figure out how to make friends with people who don't want to be talked to?
Who, me?
No, I said Maria.
Oh, I thought you said Braden.
No,
you
I
can
did.
tell. You can tell how good I am at making friends. I don't even listen.
No, I thought we were friends.
Kind of, maybe. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, you guys are working on that?
Try
That's good.
to.
That's good.
We went on a caper.
Yes, we did go on a caper.
Come again?
Can
we went
we
on
go
a caper.
can we caper?
Yeah,
Well,
let's go on
I
a
mean,
caper with
Like
Lavin.
right now, we can caper right
Well,
now.
That's a
I
bad
don't-
idea.
Wait, what
Let's
do you think
caper.
caper means?
Maria, help.
I don't know what's going on.
We stole some electronics to set up a security system for our new place. I don't think Lavin knows what caper
I want to steal electronics and go caper.
Okay. Okay, let's go on a caper. And then he like closes your eyes.
I think you messed up my hair.
Just
God, I wish I could fucking drink.
make sure she.
You
If she-
can see that guy over there.
No, it's less about like getting drunk and more about just actually drinking, Lavin. You know, it's different.
Oh.
Damien has an oral fixation.
You shut your fucking mouth or I'll slap you.
You have one of those.
Rodney turns to Maria again, like expectantly.
If she needs her space, you'd let her have her space, but
But what if she always needs her space?
you just. I don't know. I've never had. You just reach out to her when you can, and then try to find things you
Oh.
have in common.
I wouldn't reach. She's kind of bitey.
That's what I said. You give space, and then you try to connect where you can.
Yeah, she'll connect. You better just give her space. You guys want to go on a caper?
Damien,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll perception, alertness, with an additional dice from Auspex.
1 success.
There you go.
There you go.
We.
Got there, just barely.
We. Yeah.
We.
I know we have 7 dice, and you get 1 success.
Yeah, it's a real fucking kick in the dick, isn't it? Yeah.
God damn it.
1,
This
2,
fucking
3, 4,
system.
5 is also how that rolled, by the way.
Can I get an extra success for that? Because that seems like I should get. That's like 1 science point. You know what I'm saying?
If
Well,
you
it's not quite a Yahtzee,
if you get a straight,
so
you get an extra success.
Nice.
If you get a flush, you get an extra success.
This is why I need that fucking perception ability. Because I roll 10s. I just roll a lot of 1s as well.
I'm telling you, Aracito, it's the roll 20 way that it rolls dice pools. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
So anyway, you get a success. It's not a big deal because they clearly haven't done anything. But like somebody was like 5 minutes behind you coming into the bar and is clearly like paying attention to you and to Amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Just like very typical like case, very typical tale, right?
Mm-hmm. But is there anything outlandish about him at all? Her?
Probably a vampire. Pale.
Okay.
They're wearing a fedora and with they have a trench coat.
No.
Okay.
We don't hear a trumpet when they come in.
Nope. No, none of that.
Fine.
They seem to also be like just like reading the newspaper and stuff. It doesn't seem to
Are there two holes in the newspaper?
No, it's not like comical reading the newspaper. Like Dave, you know how to case, you know how to tail somebody.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like when somebody's tailing somebody. It's very clear that this guy is not on edge about this at all. Like
All right.
it's not like he's trying to learn something. It's just like every once in a while he looks up from what he's reading to make sure you're both still there. Right? Like
So I lean over to Maria and I'm like, "You want to do something?
What?
Don't look, but there's a gentleman at the bar right now. Fedora looks like a real piece of shit."
I said he didn't have a fedora.
Oh, I thought he said he did.
No. He doesn't have a fedora. He doesn't have a trench coat. There wasn't a jazzy music sting when he walked in.
All right, he's got a newspaper though. Yeah,
How far away is the guy in the fedora from us?
He doesn't have a fedora.
Yeah, yeah. So you see that guy over there with the newspaper? Don't look at him though.
Uh-huh.
I want you to go over to there.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like look over there, keeping the periffs.
And I pipe up, "We're going on a caper?"
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Are you able to go over to him and fuse his hand to the bar or some shit?
Why would you do that?
Oh, I'm gonna watch.
Technically, I
No,
don't know if I
don't do that.
should.
He's been following us for a while now.
Really gross.
So we knew that people were going to be following us.
I mean, is this a good idea?
Kind of I'm not really supposed to do that.
I think I think this falls under the category of stop that guy from causing trouble, quote unquote, ipso facto re Damien.
Look, if you want to do something, we got to lose the tail first. That's how this shit works.
So you're going to mutilate him in public.
Could ask him why he's tailing us.
And then when we
we
don't
know
kill
why
him,
he's tailing us.
he goes back and reports that we mutilated him, and then we're in even deeper shit than we were before.
Well, if we attempt to help out something and he tries to stop us, then sure, we can do something about it. But if he's just keeping an eye on us, then...
Well, you know what I do, actually?
Guys, it'd be so much more fun if we were just capering.
I actually look over at him and I just, I'm just like, "Ugh, fine. I look over at him and I'm just, give him a salute or whatever.
He salutes back. Like, it's not even like, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate this fucking unlife shit.
It's really not that different.
Really? Not that different?
Really?
Guys.
Yeah, Rodney.
What?
Are you high too, Rodney? What the fuck?
Amethyst is coming over. Quiet.
What? Oh.
Amethyst is coming over. Quiet.
Why? We're not.
Okay.
Why be quiet?
Loud as fuck in here,
I'm
Rodney.
being
Yeah, I look over and wave like we're not acting like we're talking about her behind her back like Rodney's trying to. Get look over and hey, and make room at the table.
Amethyst does not sit down. She walks up to the side of the table. She's stone faced. Maria and Lavin.
Yo.
I need you to make a perception empathy roll. Lavin, you are at a modifier of -1 for being apparently so high.
I don't know. I think being
okay,
that
so
high would actually give you a
difficulty 6 and then-
positive.
Oh no! Sorry, just ignore that one. Ignore that one.
Is this an Auspex thing or just like a reading kind of thing?
Well, you could keep it
Hold
11,
on.
but it would just be -1, so you would still have 2 successes.
Oh,
Auspex,
okay, sorry, gotcha.
Auspex can apply here.
All right, I'll just leave that one.
Yeah, roll 3 dice, get 3 successes. Roll 8 dice, get 1 success.
Or 0. Or 0. Or 0.
Or
Oh,
0 successes.
0, yeah.
And that was with Auspex?
Yeah.
Come on. I honestly, you know what this means? This means that Lavin is a high-functioning drug user.
Yeah, she's used to it.
She probably writes her best music when she's coked out of her fucking
Super
mind.
used to it.
Lavin then is the only one to notice because Amethyst has done a good job of taking her makeup off. But Lavin, you see the telltale signs that only another female makeup user could see, that she probably cried and her makeup ran.
She cried blood tears.
Yeah, she would have had to have cried blood tears.
Dang. So out of character, it seems like she came in here, played that song, and then got sad.
I can't spend willpower after the roll, can I?
You can if you want to.
I want to spend one.
If you want to spend a willpower, in fact, you don't even you get a success from a willpower, so that makes it up. That makes it into a positive. But in other situations, for something like this, even if you were, I don't know, if it was a botch or whatever, I would. A willpower for noticing something minor is a fair trade that I would just say yes to.
Good.
So all you see from me is I elbow Maria, and I kind of, I know she can hear, or that Amethyst would hear me, so I elbow Maria and I kind of like up toward Amethyst, and I go like this, like wiping a tear, and then nod back at Amethyst.
Is it super obvious because you're high, or?
I'm gonna look up at Amethyst, right? And I'm gonna be like, "So you ready to bury this hatchet or what?"
Wrong choice of words.
Why? What's wrong with that?
She bears a hatchet in your chest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think now is a really good time for that caper thing.
Lavin wants to go rob somewhere.
Is that a kid?
That's what a caper is.
Okay, I thought we were gonna like caper and sing.
Well, it's no.
Like we were
It's
gonna
okay.
just caper about and.
A caper is a crime.
Okay, well, we could caper to the crime.
I am speechless at how absolutely incompetent you Chucklefucks are.
And I'm like totally trying to choke down a laugh.
Lavin, you it's like everything else in the club like fuzzes out. All you can focus on is Amethyst. You feel a sense of intense fear, and like in your mind echoes the word sober up. And because you're a vampire and can actually just choose to sober up, if you want to resist this, you'll have to make a roll.
Okay, so
Or if
tell
you
me,
just want to be scared into sobering up, then you can just accept that occurs.
tell me what to roll, because I do have my character definitely has. Yeah, I'm like rebellious teenager, so I think my instinct would be like, no,
Yeah,
mom.
Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you.
You actually shout that. No, mom.
Yeah, no, mom. You're not the boss of me.
You would roll your dots in willpower.
I don't want to go to school.
Okay, so I don't remember how to do that, but it's something and then willpower, right?
No, it's nothing and then willpower. It's its own standalone thing. This sheet doesn't really allow for it. You have 5 dots, so you could just, for example, roll like Dex expression, which together is 5. It doesn't really matter.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah,
Like,
I'll just
yeah,
do that
just-
combination.
Mm-hmm.
Dex expression. Yoink, yoink.
Nice.
All right, so you don't have to sober up, but you still feel the fear.
Okay.
Um,
So you guys seem like, whereas before, as I was like kind of rocking around and like ready to go do fun stuff, I'm kind of just like, we should probably get out of here.
You all heard, like, it wasn't like this was some sort of magical exchange. You all heard Amethyst bark at Lavin to sober up.
Mm-hmm.
She turns to leave and says, "Come on, we're going somewhere."
You gonna fill us
All
in,
right.
or we just gonna follow you?
I mean, I'm cool with just following you if that's what you want.
Like, she stopped when Damien said the thing, and then when you said the thing, she started walking again.
Okay.
Stand up. Let's go.
We're going. Here we go.
You guys spend an hour walking to another part in LA. Like, way out. Like, technically, I don't. Let me just take a look at the map real quick.
What's the time?
It's still actually pretty early in the night because all of this happened at the very start of the night.
Okay.
traveled to the
I feel
club
like
that-
we've walked for a long fucking time in this one, but sure.
Like a few hours, probably like midnight or something.
Yeah, like it's still pretty early. You're actually getting like you're heading out southwest of Alloway, towards the suburb known as Inglewood, on the map, apparently. It doesn't matter. You know, the map is not there for, you can't reference the map, right? Like, this is just to sort of keep things in your head.
We're getting dangerously close to a certain place, Wreckage.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What does
Yeah?
that mean?
Nothing. No.
I don't know what it means. What do you mean?
No, the place.
A place.
My uncle's place.
Okay. Yeah, no, you are in that part of town.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you're in that part of town. Maybe it makes you uneasy.
A little bit.
You guys, something that it starts to get a lot like nicer. Like, it's not high end out here, but this is what you would call an actual middle class suburb of like Los Angeles, right? Like, not poverty, not crime ridden. Man, if you had taken a cab, you would have been here in like 20 minutes, but she had you walk out here over like the course of 2 hours. She stops at a McDonald's at a big old Mickey D's. No. No, Aracito. No, bad. Bad, Aracito. Bad. No. If it ever got that close, Braden would be dead.
Oh, yeah.
No.
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 It's going to happen.
Braden's
mean-
not. No.
No.
She saw me stab those bodies, and it was like a huge turn on.
Active imagination.
Oh man, I would just hate it if you tried
Drawing
to
is
flirt
on
with
point,
her
though.
amethyst and we had to.
No, yeah, the drawing's on point.
The drawing's amazing,
But
which is why I'm having such a visceral and negative response to it. She stops at a McDonald's and she hops up on. It's not open at this time of night.
we do deserve a break today.
She hops up on one of those like really tall trash cans that they have outside of a fast food place that are for if you drive your car past and you just want to put like garbage in. She hops up and sits on one of those and says, "Okay, Chucklefucks, you wanna get in the good graces for Elysium, right?
Yeah.
You wanna
Oh, definitely. And I smile.
you wanna do some big hero shit, and everybody's gonna think great of you, even after you fucked up.
We just don't want to be killed.
Well, you're the wrong part of town for that tonight, because over the last 6 months, 12 vampires have gone missing in this neighborhood.
Like missing where?
They died, Braden. Jesus fucking Christ.
Missing means missing. You dummy.
Ooh, strike 2.5.
Okay.
She sort of looks at a watch. All right. You guys got 6 hours till sunup.
Anything else? Last known whereabouts, that sort of shit.
Some of them used to hang out in the cemetery,
No.
which we're right next to. And like she points and you can see the cemetery from the McDonald's.
Now, what came first, the cemetery or the McDonald's?
The fucking cemetery.
Because I need to question whoever made this McDonald's then. That's the most suspicious thing about this scene. That's a little cop humor. And whatever.
We'll go hang out in the graveyard.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
So what are you... Alright. Are you coming with us or are you just going to sit there and watch how we do this?
I'm going to count. 6 hours till sunup. It's my job to make sure you poor little fledglings don't forget something like the sun.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Are we poor now? I'm not poor. Are you guys poor?
Alright.
Or it has more
So-
than one meaning.
We have machetes, right? All
You're
of us?
poor though,
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing.
I do.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so, I pull out the machete. Oh, no, I don't pull out the machete, I guess. So, I've been a vampire for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that?
No, we're only just barely into week 2.
Okay. So, in terms of, things that vampires leave behind, what have I noticed? I noticed, hair doesn't fall out, right? So,
Right.
what about, footprints or anything like that? Fingerprints, stuff like that? Nothing weird?
No, they're dead bodies, so you really can't, all of the stuff that normally, forensics, for example, can't find vampires.
Mhm. Okay, yeah,
because
I didn't think so.
They stop shedding skin, they stop shedding even hair, they stop,
All right.
their
I look
fingernail,
up...
Yeah.
I look up at the McDonald's. Any CCTV?
No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do they know when someone's coming through the drive-thru?
It's a pressure plate.
Okay.
They don't use CCTV now or ever for drive-thrus. It's always been pressure plates.
Okay. What about stoplights? Anything like that here?
Sure, but this is before the invention of red light cameras.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, okay. I'm going to go into the McDonald's.
It is closed.
It's a fucking McDonald's next to a cemetery.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fair. Fine. I thought it'd be like a 24-hour or some shit.
No, it's not. I already described it as closed. You can still go into it if you want.
No, there's no point. I just wanted to talk to someone to see if I could get like a... Yeah, there's always weird people hanging out in the cemetery or something. Shit, you know, like... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, what? We just assume that there's going to be something in the cemetery?
Go check it out.
Ugh, I hate going in prepared. All right, fine. Let's do it. I'll
Cool.
go in.
All right. So you guys, hop the fence?
Yeah.
All right. It's fine.
Okay.
So this is a fucking huge. It's like it's mostly a park that also has a cemetery. Like, how can I put this into perspective? It's like a 12 city block tall park, like 5 city blocks wide.
Is it Central Park?
It's not that big, I don't think. It might be actually that big. Central Park isn't as big as... It's pretty big, Central Park.
Yeah.
But it's not as big as you think it is. No, this is nowhere near as big as Central Park, now that I'm remembering the actual size of Central Park. But it's still really big.
Mm-hmm.
And a portion of it is a cemetery. The rest of it is like a park. And it's got like a pond in it, and it's got like a place to play baseball, and it's got a place to, pee.
That's good.
All the amenities that a park needs to be a park.
Mm-hmm.
Small bit of backstory. Lavin has spent a little bit of time in cemeteries because a couple of years ago she got into the occult literally just to piss her dad off.
Sure.
So out of character, I have a dot in occult, and so I probably not only seem like kind of happy and comfortable here, but I would be keeping my eye out for anything occulty that I might know. Yeah, and probably also looking for candle wax, feathers, hair, things like that show that occulty types of people have been spending time here.
Roll me intelligence occult.
Int occult. Occult. There it is.
I'm looking for beer cans.
Yay, beer cans.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. The 3 dice strategy did not help that time.
So that's
I'm too drunk.
That's a botch.
You were kidnapped by a cult.
Yeah. You are so wasted that you are now occult.
So Lavin, you remember something from your days of ne'er-dwelling in cemeteries for teeny occult shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that you remember clearly that the Inglewood Park Cemetery was like, you never went. You can't remember why you never went, but like there were like really, really cool. Like that's where the cool people who really knew what they were doing, like the actual wizards or whatever, like or whatever you were into, witches, coven, etc. Like there was real shit going on.
I love the idea that you come out of this mental image of yourself to Damien just been like, who the fuck hangs out in cemeteries? God, that's the type of people that I would like lock up and like forget about. You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking freak me out so much.
So and what you remember is that there's a mausoleum where all the cool shit goes down. And how could you're here now? How could you not go check that shit out? Do you tell any of the other people? Do you want everybody to come with? Or you're like, this is so cool, we got to go check it out? Or are you just like, I'm going to go look at a place? Like, because people are sort of like, at this point, people are off looking around. Like, Rodney's done his disappearing act.
Yeah, I feel like there's been very little group cohesion. And also, I'm drunk, so I'm definitely more inclined to be social and includey. So, guys,
what's up?
Yeah,
we gotta go check out. There's like a big, I think it's like a, I don't know, it's like a crypt. I don't know. There's some mausoleum-ish word for it, but that I can't think of right now. But it's like a crypt. That's you're smart. You're so I told you you're really smart. And your hair is pretty. And we should go see it. Oh, it's that big thing over there. But it could be spooky. And I'm already heading toward it.
I mean, maybe there'll be some clues over there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm spooky. Rodney, could you... Huh?
Gone. Damn it. You literally say Rodney, and he's not back there.
He might already be doing what I was going to ask, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I guess yeah.
Would you like to place bets on what? Okay, I actually want to know. What were you going to ask Rodney to do?
I was going to ask him to do this thing where he disappears and watches from afar.
Okay, watch you from afar. Would you like to bet about whether or not that's what he's doing?
Potentially.
That is definitely what he's doing.
I'm hoping that's what he's doing.
All right. Well, we'll see how that pans out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
I'll
check out
go
the
over there
mausoleum.
with her.
So on my way, it's in all likelihood I have stumbled over a few infant graves because I'm drunk.
Jesus, infant graves.
Oh my God.
You know, I've done it in real life, the tiny ones, and then you feel like you're gonna be damned to hell.
They're probably the biggest
did
ones.
you go straight to infant graves Tuesday?
Easy to trip over. They're tiny little square things, and sometimes you trip on them.
Not everybody who buries their infant gets a tiny headstone for them.
Well, in the cemeteries I hang out, they do.
I'm more thinking that if an infant died, they'd probably have the biggest headstone.
They don't.
But...
No, they have little tiny baby ones, and you trip on them sometimes. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I'm feeling like we're in a good place, and I'm
We're in a
really
good
proud.
place.
I'm really proud of this show in this moment.
Yeah, I really help laughing up. Like, I try not to walk on them. It's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do. Oh, look.
Yep. We're
really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky. Who wants to go in?
Right. So the mausoleum,
let's
by
head
the
in.
way. So the mausoleum has a water feature, and it also is spotlit. It's very large. It is. It's not like a family's mausoleum or anything. It's it's like a place to put urns, and etc. And like it's meant to be, like the public are meant to go into the mausoleum and view like the cubicles and stuff inside them. Like it is a space for public viewing. So it's closed now, but it's also it's not a building with doors or anything. Like it, you know what I mean? Like it's not a building.
Sort of open air.
It's kind of like Roman architecture or whatever, right? Like, and so you can go in no problem.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be wandering in and poking around and seeing if I perceive anything.
Is there any like signs of people actively being here a lot?
Yeah.
Like
during the day, clearly. Like, I mean, you can see you will pass like.
I mean, there's obviously
Somebody
maintained graves and stuff like that, but I don't mean that. I mean specifically more like, loitering people, like cigarette butts or like, things like that. Well, not so much cigarette butts because I doubt vampires smoke, but you know what I mean. Things that indicate people standing around in an area waiting for things or whatever.
No, actually. In fact, it is devoid of those things, which you would think there would be those things with Lavin's whole, like, a bunch of rebellious teens come here to do like occult shit and drink beer and stuff. Like, there's no cans.
I like the idea that we walk in on a fucking Cine the Crew ritual or something like that.
Or the aforementioned blood orgy. Thank you.
I also like the idea that Wreckage's face just went from poker face to not so poker face. So I'm having a feeling that it's probably going to be something like that.
Lavin is sort of stumbling through these like granite halls and like checking all these cubicles and side rooms that the place has, and like she's like, oh, it must be the next room. It must be the next room. She, like, there's got to be like, it's gonna be candles and like it's gonna be music. It's gonna be great. Like, I'm sure of it. And like this place is pristine and well kept, and there's no sign of like hoodluming.
You sure people hang out here, Lavin?
Wow, Maria, what the heck? There's like nothing here.
Right.
This is where like all the big deal occult people would come do their. I don't even know. I think they were able to conjure stuff and do cool things that we couldn't do.
Maybe vampires exist, apparently. So.
Yeah, maybe they were actually, but they weren't doing it here, obviously, because there's nothing here. Wouldn't it be cool if that water thing was actually blood?
I mean, sure.
What the fuck are we doing here?
We cool if we were just checking it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip on my auspex and kind of like lean my head down and try to like see if I notice anything from like coming from the long kind of the emptiness of the mausoleum.
Sure. The point is you're looking around with auspex.
Yeah. I guess I'm like I flip it on. I'm
Perception alertness +1 dice because of auspex.
Like, do I hear chanting or
do you smell?
Do I smell
feel?
Chanting?
Do you taste?
Do I taste chanting? 2 successes.
What would the cola branded for cultists be called?
A Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
A Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola.
No, it'd just be like a cultica.
Taste the chanting.
A culticola? No, cultola.
Cult cola?
A cultola.
Cult cola?
A cultola. Oh.
Coca Cult?
Yeah.
Pepsi.
No, it'd just be called Spirit.
Pepsi, the taste of the first generation.
Phantasmical.
If you have a good name for the Coca-Cola branded for cultists, put it in the chat or in the comments on the YouTube video.
Or write it on a cereal box top and send it to.
With 5 proofs
Dave
of purchase.
Traeger, care of.
Die Party, LA at night.
Yeah. Cereal box 102. No. I was actually going to give out my PO box there, but I'm not going to.
You shouldn't do that. No.
Well, it's just a PO box. Like,
Anyway,
you can still get in trouble with your. Anyway, 2 successes. You don't hear chanting. You don't hear people. You do hear, the sound of the wind.
Great.
But but not in the way that you should be hearing it, given the structure. You hear, like, you know, the sound of an additional wind hole.
Unnatural wind.
A hole, you know, a source of wind that should not be, you know, down the place.
Underneath you.
Maybe.
like nod, like here's something down there.
What do you
Like
what do you hear? And I just kind of crumple to start listening.
You definitely can't hear it.
like a wind, but not like there's a draft. Like weird.
Like-
I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Do you feel anything?
No, just kind of caught it just barely out of my hearing range. Do we want to check it out?
Oh, sorry, out of character. Do I need to spend a blood point to sober up, or can I choose to sober up?
You could just choose to sober up.
So I have chosen to sober up, and I say to Maria, "Yeah, let's definitely check it out. Where can you point to where it happened?"
Are you okay now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like thumb down the hall, like, yeah, down there.
So, yeah, I'm gonna head down and actually beckon back to the dudes. Hey guys, Maria felt something over here. We should check it out.
Well, okay.
Can I make an investigation roll? Looking for specifically signs of wear and tear.
Wait, where? What? They've heard this thing. Are you talking about
Like
their...
a false wall that opens or something. I don't know.
You guys find that if you follow the
Aha.
Maria's
That's
Yeah.
good. I don't have to fucking fail and
We've solved his wind puzzle.
It wasn't a puzzle. I
She's
said
there.
you hear the thing, and then you guys were like, "Do we go check it out?" And then when you said you go check it out, yeah, you go down one of the many cubicles. There's some of these sort of side rooms are familial. Like they, you know what I mean, like the so and so family, and they have like that's where all of their sort of I don't want to say meat lockers are.
But you already did, so let's go
right.
with it.
That where all of their things are. In one of these, you go back there, and it's very clear that like all of the cubicles for bodies on this wall are not actually cubicles because it's all one big false door that's slightly ajar. And that's where the sound of wind is coming from.
Maria, that looks like a door.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of open.
so I'm just gonna walk through the door wreckage.
Oh my god.
You're going to have to open it more, which is fine because you have potence, but it actually is like this big old heavy stone door.
That's okay. Yeah.
It slides fine on the granite.
I only open it enough to get through wreckage. I don't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. No, that's
open it
fine.
all the way. Or
Right.
Whatever.
You're not going to throw it to the next wall or anything. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. And you guys can all get through. Gambit is barking and growling. He's not cool with it. He shuts up immediately, but like he's not cool.
I understand. It's fine. Look, there's a reason we're here, and you're right. There's people down there. We're not stupid.
You know, we could go back and see if Amphis wants to come with us.
think she wanted us to do this though, because she just fucked off.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna want to actually like help
Look,
us.
Maria, she's busy counting. Okay.
If there's people down there for her to beat up.
Like, she
Then-
needs all of that to think about counting. Don't worry about it. They didn't have mathematics when she was side. So,
Guys, we should
I don't-
maybe be quiet.
yeah. So, can I go into? I want to do the stealth thingy that I do.
Shadowy.
Shadowy thing. Yeah.
Yep. So the effect of this is that you get an additional dice in stealth rolls. But yeah,
it's
you
really fucking dumb. Like, that's all you can get out of it. But sure, it's an extra dice. It's not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
So that
you know,
subterfuge
it's like the
is-
first dot of Auspex, which a mini first dots are
Yeah.
getting extra dice in this type of roll.
Yeah.
So what is that? Is that
Dex
maybe-
stealth.
Dex stealth to do
Yep.
stealth? Okay.
Yep.
With an extra dice.
So 5 total should be. 4 successes.
Wow.
This to the surprise of no one who's ever played a tabletop RPG or a video game or read a book or seen a movie, this is a pathway that slowly spirals downward. Right? Yes, we all know.
Yes.
It is also hewn from the earth. And the effect of this is that it isn't like nicely set up. It's not. There's plenty of nooks and crannies, and it's not lit at all, which makes Damien like effectively disappears. Your knowledge of his presence means you still have a pretty good idea of where he is. But Maria, even with your auspex, you're not able to see him well.
Yeah, as I do this, I'm just like, I'm gonna scout ahead, look after Gambit.
Sure.
Gambit's not cool staying down underground and not with you.
Can he follow suit?
He gets a bonus to stealth for being a small animal.
Mm-hmm.
And also, once he's been a ghoul for a while, he'll start to get Lasombra powers.
Oh fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be a displacer beast.
God, can you imagine level
But-
4
but-
Lasombra powers on a fucking golden retriever?
But he doesn't have them yet, so he probably won't be as good at stealthing as that 4 success dice roll.
Sure.
The idea is that like it wouldn't
And
be
it wouldn't be completely out of place to see a fucking dog just wander in if
Yeah,
he gets
like-
spotted, right?
So are you cool with Gambit following you?
I mean, it's better than him sitting with Amethyst, who'd probably punch him for fun, so...
Punch him for fun. Amethyst punching Damien's dog for fun.
I mean,
It's
I can
okay.
watch your dog.
It's
dude.
a ghoul. The ghoul can heal itself. Amethyst punches Damien's dog for fun.
Never do
Oh,
that
man.
again.
That would be
please.
another fight.
Yeah. I mean, like, if... I don't think he wants to not stay with the group other than with Damien.
Yeah, I
so-
was gonna say, if you tell him to stay with one of us, would he be cooler with it, or is he not that ghouled yet?
He's just not cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's not cool with. He doesn't like. He'd be fine staying somewhere. Like period. He's not cool being here, not next to Damien.
Gotcha.
So like he's not
Yeah,
cool
we're in
with
a
being
weird
with you
underground
guys because you're
place.
going downstairs still.
Gotcha.
Okay,
like,
well,
if
maybe,
you-
maybe I just get him to sit at the top then.
He'd be cool with that. He's
Yeah.
totally cool.
Just
with
sit in
sitting
the
at top.
graveyard at the top of the mausoleum or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be fine like at the door, at the secret door.
Yeah, I just don't want to leave him at the secret door in case people come in behind us. So.
Well, but he's just an animal, right? He's just a wild animal.
Okay,
Maybe
that's fine.
a-
I'll get him to sit there then. That's fine.
Sure. All right. Secret door. Secret tunnel.
Sean,
Secret
no,
tunnel.
no.
Through the mausoleum. Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
That's the worst thing they ever did to that show. Anyway,
It's the best thing they ever did on that show.
I don't know.
Correction.
That show was pretty good.
So, Damien has gone up ahead. Everybody else is sort of slowly making their way down. Maria, your auspex is really important here for sort of like getting you through the low light corridor. It's also worth pointing out that it's not steps. You know, it's just like the earthen ramp, right? Like it's just been dug into a slow.
That's a good question. If I do shadow play, which is the power, do I just get to inherently see better in the dark? Like, you know, like.
You also have auspex.
I know, but like.
So, I don't actually need to look up.
Because that seems really stupid. Yeah, I disappear into shadow. I can't see anything, so I just still fumble around in the dark like anyone else. That just seems really fucking stupid. But yeah, okay.
Can I use my stealth to advantage here as well?
Yeah, I only got one extra dice. It's not like I used like a special power or whatever. So. Okay, so I need to spend a blood.
Yeah, I'd like to use stealth as well, if I can.
All right, everybody who wants to be stealthy, to the extent that you can be in this situation, can roll Dex plus stealth.
Cool.
4 successes.
That means Braden is exactly as stealthy as Damien, without a magic power.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing that gets me. Like, I have all these fucking La Sombra powers, and he's just as stealthy, so it doesn't matter.
I'm amazing.
But yeah, he also rolls like a beast.
Yeah, main focus of La Sombra is also not stealth. That's just like an extra little benefit. Yeah.
Byproduct of being able to manipulate shadows.
We should probably make the first dot give you a dot of stealth or something, is what they were saying, basically. Then everything else is just like...
What's the first dot shadow? Everything else is just like fucking combat.
Everything else is fight a whole group of people. Like, everything else about La Sombra is take on more than one enemy.
Yeah. You have 5 dots and you can turn into shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get there eventually, but potence, man. Potence for like, yo, fuck this door. Like, you know, like...
It's a non-zero consideration. Yo, fuck this door.
Yeah.
So you're all to some extent in the pitch black, down a very narrow singular tunnel, well hidden, to the degree with that is possible. Damien, you're out front.
Yeah.
You walk for a little while, you know, you're going down, you're going down, you're going down. With your auspex, you can tell that the ground levels out suddenly and opens up into a room. The room is still pitch black. Do you move into that room?
Yeah, I'm stealth. I mean, no, like...
When you move into that room, like very unexpectedly, your foot collides with tiling.
Like, I trip over, or like...
No, like, I mean, like, it's like dirt, tiled floor as you step into this room.
I mean, if you're going to live under a mausoleum, you might as well put tiles down, you know? Like how Brian and Tuck are both like, really?
I mean, if you're going to have your parents over, it's easier to clean.
Yeah, you just hose it down.
Yeah.
Assuming there's a drain.
Oh, I mean...
and not that all the drains are above you.
Bucket of water, you know? Just... Anyway, yeah. All right, well, I take mental note that this place is literally someone's hidey hole.
All right. You can't really make out any features in the room because it's very dark. It is an room. It is... like the size of the floor plan of a house. You think there are some other passages out of this room.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna go. I mean, it feels built up. I'm gonna keep going in. No reason not to.
All right. What? Like, tell me about what you're looking for, if anything.
Signs of
you
human
found
life.
a room.
Maybe signs of like struggle, because they said the vampires went missing. So I assume
Those things might be in this room. You can't see anything in this room.
Do we get a sense of the size of the space?
You're not there yet.
Oh,
Damien
okay.
talked about going out in front, like scouting ahead.
gotcha.
So
I mean, can I do like a investigation perception check or something like that?
it's just too dark to see anything in this room.
Okay.
Like your aspects let you make out the walls, the floor, the ceiling. There are things in this room. There are objects, perhaps even furniture, but you're not sure. It's like you can't.
If I was to
In
spend
literal pitch
blood,
blackness.
if I was to spend blood in order to do something to make it so that I could see, is that a possibility? Like, can I spend blood to like see in the dark better or something like that?
Hold on a second. I don't think you can.
I remember there being a trait or something like that, but I don't know if there's like a thingy mabob. Because if there is, then yeah, turn on fucking blood vision. Let's go. And if there isn't, I would pull out a little tiny pen flashlight, like a detective light. Or a cop light or something. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I'd do my best to like investigate in the dark. Like,
Yeah, I kind of feel like by default, since it hasn't been that long, wouldn't you still be carrying a few of your
Sure.
detective effects?
I don't have a problem with him having a flashlight.
Yeah, I feel like those have probably worn a spot in his pocket, and he just sort of.
yeah, exactly. Like, kind of like how I feel weird without a piece, even though I don't use it. I still feel weird when I don't have it. Like the first thing I do, sign of trouble, reach for it. You know, like yeah. But you're not wrong there.
So this power does not let characters see in pitch darkness.
Okay.
But apparently there's maybe something that you might have on page 1. No, hold on a second.
Can I spend blood to see in the darkness?
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. No. No. There is a power that lets vampires do it. You don't have it.
Aspect, probably.
No, it's Protean.
Okay.
Basically, the distinction is that Auspex heightens your senses. No amount of heightened senses can let you see in pitch darkness.
What
Like,
about
you know,
echolocation? No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll pull out a little flashlight wreckage, and I'll try and scope the room a bit.
all right. So even though it's a little flashlight, it drastically changes the amount of lighting, since you're going from none to an actual luminous light source. You basically can make out everything in the room just by turning the flashlight on, even though you're pointing it at something. Like the light bouncing off of this small space illuminates everything.
Sure.
This place looks like like you said, somebody's hidey hole. There's like a dorm room almost. There's a couch in the middle. There's a television off to one side. There's a table.
What the fuck do they get?
Shady Steve.
There's an old pizza. No.
It's Steve.
There's an old pizza box.
He's everywhere.
But the thing that sort of makes you think dorm room is that there is a what's it called? Punching bag hanging down. There's a bench press like out. Like that's off in one corner. There's sort of an alcove with a fridge. Like the place is completely abandoned at the moment.
So, as a player, I'm thinking hunters. Right? That's what I'm thinking.
You're thinking vampire hunters?
Yeah, but as a
Okay.
as a player in the game,
You don't even know about them
I
yet.
wouldn't know about them. So
There is,
Yeah.
there's a passage opposite where you came in, and there's a passage to the right of that. There is also a light switch.
Is there a Bible with a bunch of like writing in it?
See, that's preacher. That's not how
preacher.
hunters work.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
not
world.
how hunters work. Is there any sort of like? Because this almost looks like a barracks rather than like a fucking hidey hole. Like they've got like, things for exercising.
There's also like an old pizza box and like a TV with a VCR. Like,
They've got power down here.
When I
This is
said-
established.
When I said dorm room, I really meant it because it sort of feels fratty almost, like because somebody has their exercise equipment in the living room. That's the sort of thing that you would like.
It's
that's
also
the sort of thing
an
you would see in a
underground
frat.
hole, so it's
Right, it's also an underground hole, but it just sort of gives off the
All right.
vibes of a frat house.
What about any sort of paperwork or like, ammunition or like things that look like
not laying out, nothing like that.
Okay,
it
but
all
I'm
seems it all seems very normal, despite except for the fact that it's underneath a
Under
mausoleum
a mausoleum.
with a secret passage to it.
All right, I'm gonna keep looking in other rooms. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to this living room. I'm looking for stuff that will give me an idea of like what the fuck we walked into.
Before you can exit the room, everybody else shows up. You see Damien's flashlight. You see the scene that I have previously described, only now completely illuminated. Old pizza box and everything.
It almost sounds like they're not here, like to a degree.
I mean,
as
the
well.
lights are off, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But I still want to go around in the dark in case they come back or whatever,
does anybody have any additional reaction or comment as sort of Damien's flashlight starts heading towards another door?
I feel like I'm just kind of in like confused mode because this is
Yeah,
not what I
is-
expected. This place had
Yeah,
a
I was to say, I'm
reputation.
Is this what
For
you
me.
guys did? Just hung out and ate pizza?
Do I have any like
this
historical?
pumped iron.
is not it at all.
Do I have any historical like knowledge of like say someone like a missing person who went missing and like ended up just being hiding in like his own basement for like months or something like that? Like, do I have any?
There are stories like that, but like importantly, Inglewood wouldn't be your precinct at all. So if there was a story specific to Inglewood, you would not have heard it.
No, I don't care about the area, but I'm like, have I ever worked a case where like we were trying to find someone of import or not import, like a missing person?
You are aware that missing people cases often end with finding the person and they were like voluntarily hiding.
Yeah.
Like those stories happen.
That's the only thing that's going through Damien's mind at this point. It's just like these vampires wouldn't be here, but I have a feeling that they might be being held here, or there's something else here. Like that's what I'm thinking. So, because there's no way there's no way they would have a need for a boxing bag, right? There's no need for them to have gym equipment. It's not like they can change their physique after they get
There's no need for old pizza boxes if you're a vampire.
Exactly, right? So this is the only reason that someone's down here is either because they're running from the law, or this is a place where like it's almost like a gang hideout or something like that, or like they're running drugs or something. Like it doesn't seem like that, but like I'm trying to run through all my mind about like all the types of criminal activity that could not just be hunters, like because I don't know what hunters are yet. So
Right. I mean, this all definitely is illegal. Like Damien, like even just its existence is illegal.
But the fact that it's built down here and it's well built means that it's been here a long time, or people were paid to look the other way when it was built. So I don't know.
So, well, okay, hold on a second. Does anybody have, I guess, what would be an appropriate role for this?
Science.
Yes.
Ah.
I will accept a perception science roll from Maria.
Okay.
Investigation.
Science.
Holy! You
are-
invent cold fusion.
you blind them with science. No, so perhaps in your long history of education that it takes to become a doctor, you took some shockingly relevant geology courses.
Sure.
The
gen eds.
the upshot here is that perhaps Damien is sharing some of these thoughts out loud.
Maybe I talk through my procedures all the time. Like
Sure.
Yeah. The gaps that you can fill in here are that the tunnel hewn from the earth that you came down was definitely very old. Like very, very old.
Like not machine made, but handmade, but like centuries old.
Maybe not centuries old, like centuries plural old, but like it was old. It's not machine dug. The door in the mausoleum was not like new.
Yeah.
Like that had to have been there from when the mausoleum was built.
Right.
Everything down here, including the tiling, is new. Like the tiling is a big thing that stands out.
Yeah,
It's like an 80s tiling.
Sure.
Like, the kind of mass-produced, it's so easy to lay tile now, like type thing that only would have come about in the last couple decades at most.
God, if this was a Sin Eater hideout, you got a Mickey D's across the road. Like, you've got electricity down here. This is a pretty good spot, you know what I'm saying? Plus, grave dirt. Oh my god. Like, goddamn. Wreckage, why didn't we have a hideout like this?
You did end up getting one that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
And then the show ended almost immediately after that.
Yep.
So, them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah.
Sin Eaters are all about their dope hideouts. Let me just say
it's MTV Cribs up in fucking Sin Eaters. I'm not joking.
It's all about who can have the dopest hideout.
Yep. Fountains of ectoplasm.
As Damien's kind of thinking out loud, I fill in the gaps with that. Like that door and this tunnel were here from when the mausoleum was built, but this stuff is all brand new. So someone found it.
So I guess we're dealing with something that's like an organization that's older than frat fraternities or some shit.
So this is an important note. And not just because I want somebody to cause trouble. Lavin and Braden, because of the flashlight, you also both can see the light switch. So Damien was like, I'm not going to turn on the light. Does anybody, because both of you are, I'm not going to say careless. Do either of you just oh, look, a light switch.
So that would definitely hit a nerve with my rebellious nature. Like, oh, he doesn't want me to turn the light on.
Well, he hasn't said anything at all.
He didn't say anything.
He was just I'm not going to turn on the light. He thought that, but he saw it. All of you have now seen the light switch as well.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Brian, you are muted. You are muted, Brian.
God damn it. I'll say, Lavin, why does he waste time with a flashlight when we could just turn the light switch on?
Do you do that, or do you say it?
Do you think it's definitely a light switch?
There's only one way to find out, and I start flicking it up and down.
So the lights start going on and off, on and off, on and off.
It works.
And then you leave it on.
Yeah.
The TV also turns on with the light switch.
Now we're entertained too.
And the merry-go-round starts going around.
No, it just turns on to static. It's on the static channel.
You were brought here today for a reason.
I want to play a little game. Amethyst, is that you? It's
the lights...
No, it's not Amethyst. God damn it.
The lights turn on in the other rooms too, so you can now see into them because they don't actually have.
Yeah, I like point the flashlight at Brayden. I'm just like, dude.
Well, there's nobody down here.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, but you might have turned on a lot of other things. You know, like say, I don't know, cameras. Idiot.
Well, okay. Too late now.
Well, it doesn't matter to me apparently, so fuck it, whatever.
I was for a second. I was really worried they were gonna be like UV lights or something.
Oh, Rick,
And we're just gonna burn.
Oh god.
Actually,
that wouldn't surprise me in a hunter hideout. That really wouldn't.
Actually, this is very important about World of Darkness. Vampiric weakness to the sun is purely mystical. UV light does not work on vampires.
Yeah,
in
but
World of
hunters
Darkness.
would still fucking try it. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
hunters
they
die
don't
so
know.
much.
Right.
They just be like, fuck it, man. Holy water? No. Garlic? No.
Holy water actually works on you.
Okay.
So
okay.
whereas in other
preaching,
things it's
yeah,
like
it's the opposite.
like
It's a
holy
weird-
water does nothing. But you also have to have like legit holy water.
Yeah. No.
The other thing that World of Darkness makes the clarification of is like not every priest is actually
capable of blessing
Able
water.
to do it.
like faithful enough to bless water.
I have a card. Thank you very much. I can bless whatever water I want to.
Damn.
I don't get that joke.
So I'm gonna look for anything.
Well,
that-
I was in the process of explaining as the lights come on in the other rooms what those rooms are.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
The room off to the immediate right is a hallway with rooms off of the hallway, and those rooms they don't have doors. Again, they're sort of hewn into the earth. The structure of them, they have had like walling sideboards put up. There are these arched rooms. There are about like maybe 10 cubicles. Clearly not all of them are being lived in, but all of them are like bedrooms.
You said they're
Like
not being
barracks
lived in?
bedrooms, like cots.
No, like nice bedrooms.
Okay,
Like
interesting.
there's a hallway and rooms off, and they're all big enough for it to be like a bedroom, and they don't even have like bunk beds.
How many beds?
There are 3 rooms that are not. They don't have beds in them. They don't look. They're dressed up. Each of these rooms is also like personalized. Like clearly people
So
are
there's
living
3
in there.
bedrooms in total. That's what you're saying.
No, 3 are not occupied. Of 10,
I have a question. How old
There
was
are
that
7
pizza box?
bedrooms.
7. I mean, that was a very roundabout way of saying how many bedrooms are there. 10 with 7
Is-
lived in would have been acceptable.
Anyway,
If I take a look around, do I see any other human stuff like a refrigerator or a toilet?
yes, there's a
or-
refrigerator.
I want to look in that.
All right, you open the refrigerator. There's a lot of takeout,
Huh.
like old takeout.
Yeah, how old are we talking?
Yeah, like that's like how old is the pizza box? Like
You wouldn't eat some of it, but definitely some of it is fine.
Uh-huh.
okay.
Does the refrigerator
and-
turn off when the lights are off?
No, that one stays on.
Okay.
Because that's how refrigerators work. They don't do very well if they're hooked up to the switch.
Because I was thinking that maybe this was jury-rigged to like a generator or something. So you flick the switch, the generator turns on, then everything turns on. Like that's what I was thinking. But
yeah. I mean, you don't quite know what the power constraints of this place are yet, but yeah, milk's still good. You know, if you turn on your nose enough to smell it.
what's the use by date say on it?
It's good for another like 4 or 5 days.
Okay, so it's recent then. Good.
Um,
I'm looking for like anything that would say what type of place this is supposed to be.
there's just nothing. Like there isn't a like join the hunters banner.
There isn't
There
like
also-
cages or like armory
No.
with like all these sweet guns that we can just take and.
No, and there also isn't like a skull dripping with ghostly energy just on the like
Fountain of
archway.
ectoplasm that we can't see.
Yeah.
It's just like what?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like there's no clear
There's
obvious
no werewolf to-do list.
Right. So there's
Step one,
another.
find the moon.
There's another hallway, and when the lights come up, it's another slightly curving down hallway, and it has like string lights put up in it. It's worth noting that no lights go on in the secret passage. There's no lights there at all, but this next sort of curving down hallway has string lights, for the purpose of illuminating it.
Bravely go forward.
Right. It gently curves down. As you come down, you get to what is basically a level below the living room. Like a room that must probably be directly below the living room. And this is all old again. There's electrical lighting strung up in here, but there are alcoves and like what is it when there's a place to hold a torch? What's that called?
Sconce?
Like, not a sconce.
Sconce. Yeah, sconce. That's the word I was looking for. There's like sconces that are there. It's all stone. It's a big room that's about the size of the living room upstairs with a big stone table in the center. And on the table are very modern area maps.
Interesting. Like markings.
Yeah, there are markings on it.
All right. Can I make a quick investigation to see if they correlate with anything in particular?
Sure. Intelligence investigation.
All right. Auspex not help here?
Nope, because you can see it. It's about whether or not you can figure it out.
You said, what was it? Sorry, int.
Int investigation.
Okay.
It's fine because you succeed anyway, because there is no misinterpreting this. All of the markings are
as long as I didn't like completely
You
fail.
didn't botch.
Yeah.
right. All of the markings on this map, everybody can see this. It doesn't take an investigation roll at all. I just had you roll because I'm a dick.
Thanks
all
for
of the
bot
markings,
attempt, asshole.
all of the markings on this map are the delivery zones of nearby takeout places.
Is this like a hoarder place or some shit?
Well, it's definitely people, but what are they doing living under a crypt?
And who marks delivery locations for food on a map? I mean, seriously.
Stoners, actually. I've hung out with stoners. They do.
Stoners don't have gym equipment in their house.
Some of them do. Those are the bro stoners.
All right. Anything else further down in here?
Yeah, there's a big iron door.
Okay.
Like ancient iron, like it's a really old iron, big iron door looking like Man in the Iron Mask iron door.
All right. I've had problems with iron doors with you in the past.
Have you?
Yes. Remember Sinitas under the earth?
Right. Well, those were gates. Those were gates.
All right.
There's a difference between an iron gate and an iron door.
Okay. Use wear and tear? Anything? Ground scratching?
I mean, it's old, so it has, it's old, but like it's so old that it should be completely rusted. It's not, so it's being maintained. There's like a lot of wear on the hinges, though. Like there's the stone that it is set into has been, like, the door has been opened so many times that the stone underneath it has like a very slight indentation.
Okay. As long as it looks like it's been opened a lot, I will open it.
All right, you open it.
Is it heavy?
It's heavy. But like a human could do it too. Like you can feel the heaviness, but the hinges are designed so that, you know,
It alleviates a lot of the weight. Got it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What's in there? What's in there? Use your light. What do you see?
There's no light in there?
If you turn it on, there isn't a light. If you turn on your flashlight, it appears to be sort of an underground pond.
It's like a pond or some shit.
A pond?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and investigate wreckage.
So like it's filled with stalagmites and stalactites and everything. Like it's an underground water.
Infinite source of stakes.
No, because stalagmites and stalactites are made of stone.
It was a joke.
And also they don't reform.
I know.
So it's not infinite. Well, it's a dumb joke. It wasn't smart on any level.
Snap it off, grows back. Whoop, you know, yeah. So.
You're just about to wade into the water when who's furthest back?
I'm right behind Damien, actually.
Okay.
Probably be me then.
Yeah, I was saying.
Let me guess. The door shuts behind you and a big lock gets shut on it.
No, because I don't.
I have you now.
It doesn't sound like Braden or Maria have entered. Like Lavin's following in because it's also cool and stuff, but it sounds Maria and Braden are probably just hanging out.
Yeah.
We have your dog, vampire.
No, actually, yes. Your dog comes running down the hallway. And he stops at Maria and just starts whimpering.
Hey boy, what's like look back.
He fell down the well?
Hey, perception alertness, Maria.
Okie dokie.
Gambit starts talking.
Yeah, there's like some fucking guys with guns.
Yeah, there's some weird guys up there.
No, yeah, you hear a group of people talking as they sort of enter in upstairs.
See, did you leave the light on again?
No, you actually hear them, Maria. You specifically hear them say, "Fuck, I left the light on."
Like, look at Braden. Like
the dog is actually grabs you by the pant leg, Maria, and is trying to pull you into the iron door, like the cave, like whimpering, like get in here, like go in there.
I think we should do what the dog says.
The iron door doesn't have.
Like,
I like how the dog
becomes,
has more presence of mind than Braden.
So the iron door doesn't have any sort of lock on it on either side for anybody who might be worried about that.
Yeah.
Like it's just a big iron door. Like, so you guys can, if you just want to like pass in there and close the door because you found it closed, you are capable of doing that.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right.
What,
All right.
what's the big deal? Why are you guys? I got my shoe wet.
People are coming down.
People. What kind of people? Did you see the people? How many people?
There's a couple.
We're
So
stuck in here.
At least a few. Like
Maria and Damien, with Auspex, you both can hear a couple of things happen. Like there's a lot of people coming in. Like you hear one of them like flop down on the couch. Suddenly the TV goes from static to like a late night show. Like the refrigerator door opens, you hear like beer bottles clink, 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 and then close. But another group of people, more importantly, are continuing to go downstairs towards you guys.
Okay. How many
and-
footsteps have I counted in my detective mind's eye?
Oh man, that's really hard to separate out. You're probably going to have to do a perception awareness roll.
Okay, can do.
Auspex will help with this.
Yeah.
So you will get an additional dice.
Four successes.
Yeah.
An exact number is just way too hard because they're all walking in unison.
Well, I mean, I've counted at least two upstairs. Right.
Well, as far as like distinct actions,
Yeah.
there's at least like 2 upstairs, a number of people coming downstairs. You're like, if you try and in your mind set out the number of footsteps.
Oh, not so much footsteps, but voices as well.
And well, Damien will have recorded in his mind like 7 occupied bedrooms, you know, so.
Well,
maybe
anyway,
rough-
it sounds like it could be 10 or more people. Anyway,
Okay.
like total.
Okay.
Guys, what do we do? What's even going
We
on?
wait. We wait.
Um,
That's it.
Was that Rodney?
no,
How'd you get in here?
it's not Rodney. Oh, you wish it was Rodney. The group that are coming downstairs, Maria and Damien, they're dragging something. You see them at first. They look like people. They have sort of what's a good way of describing it? They look like not as intense as sort of like an apocalypse, like road warrior thing or anything, but like they're dressed in clothing that you sort of like urban warrior almost a little bit.
Oh,
like,
you mean like Saturday morning, like fucking general sort of guy, like camo pants, but like they.
It looks like they're making an effort.
Okay.
They have big, like thick leather coats on. Like the elbows are duct
like the
taped.
Warriors.
Like, you know what I'm like? Not so punk rock, not so 80s, not so street. Actually, it's
More
more
utility
put
than-
together than that. Like the one of the guys who's coming in the front has, just like Dave said, has the knife that is up here because that's like the right place to have a knife. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The knife that like is right here, and you grab the handle like this, so you can take it out really easily. Like he's got the tactical knife. So those guys sort of start to move into this big stone room with the big stone table. And in the back, they're dragging something. And the last thing we see is them throwing it up on the stone table, and it's Amethyst with a stake in her heart.
No,
Right. So
I knew we should have went back for her.
Oh my god.
Damn you all.
I mean, it's pretty easy. Run in there, take the stake out. She's good to go.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot it. It doesn't kill you. It like freezes you.
Yeah. So.
outros.
All right. Cool.
Damn.
All right. So let's do some outros. Tuesday Gree. Hello.
So, guys, I also have to sit through that cliffhanger. So, if you're feeling slightly upset and very curious, I share that sentiment. Oh my God! Really? Ugh.
Hunters.
Okay.
Hunters.
Yep.
Hunters.
No, you called it. You called it. All right, fine. I'll wait a week to kick all of their asses.
I don't know. We could
with
play
my
tomorrow
voice.
if you want.
Um,
I mean, I'm totally down to play tomorrow. Like seriously.
I think that's honestly, that's the first time since one time in Sin Eaters that anybody's been like, can we play again sooner than normal?
Can we play again tomorrow? Guys, thanks for watching. And I'm not even going to ask you to tune in next week because I know where you'll be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
ooh.
Damn.
Called shot.
Tuxie Mo Rick Damius the third. What up, sir?
Yo, hey everybody. Yeah, I wanna flesh aside some hunters next week, so I can we can save. I consider her a friend. I don't care what everybody else thinks, but I like Amethyst. So.
Well, I mean, she'll be happy with us next time. Like, if we save her, she'll be like, thanks, you guys are cool.
With Amethyst, it's more like little less pissed.
She'll totally fall in
Right.
love with me if I save her. So
Definitely the truth. You should try it.
I really hate forced romances in narratives.
I'm not forcing it. It's a natural thing that'll just happen.
Yeah, but
You have
I feel
eternity to spend with each other. She'll come around.
Exactly.
She'll come around.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Jesus fucking Christ. Is there anything worse
She's
to
just
say
a
than?
stubborn cow.
You know,
She'll
with an
come round.
eternity of forced interaction, she'll come around.
oh God.
Ugh.
I'm gonna flesh people. I'm gonna bone people. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stuff to these people.
Hell yeah.
So it's gonna be cool. And yeah, I'm Tux. You can find me in all the places at Tuxtradamus.
God,
if we
at the end of this, if we knock them all out, can you just like fuse all their hands together, like in a circle, so that they're like a hunter wheel after that of just they got one hand free and the other hand.
I could make an actual human centipede.
Ah, why, Tux?
No, that didn't have to get
You're not
said,
evil
ever.
yet, man. Come
Right,
on.
it's true. I'm not evil yet.
But then they can throw themselves like a shuriken. Come on, my idea is better.
If we don't play this earlier than next week, what you can find me is on my own channel or back here on Thursday, where we're going to be doing the drawing board and stuff for the new game.
Hell yeah.
Which you're probably well, I mean, you can watch the first episode and just get it, but like if you want to get an idea of what the game's going to be about, come to the drawing board because it's going to be different. It's not really it's like taking inspiration from a bunch of stuff, but like it's not like it's a pirate game or it's a space game.
Yeah, it's mostly going to be a drawing board episode focused on like how you take a system and make it your own with whatever theme you're going for with Tux. Nice. Mr. Spootlisi, mother of
Hello.
Dragonesses.
Hello. Yeah. I want to play more.
Well, I mean,
You've
my
had a couple of-
Tuesday's open. We could.
You've had some good cliffhangers over the past few weeks there, Wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
It's good shit.
I don't see. There's really just no reason not to end on a cliffhanger in this format because it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy to end on a cliffhanger because I just get to say when the show ends. You know, within the like last hour at any point, I can be like, and that's where we're gonna end the show.
Yeah. So you can find me at various places. I've got links to all my stuff on my Twitch channel, and you can find my podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. It's called Motion Sickness the Show. So check it out. It's me and my dad talking about law.
Nice. And last but not least, we have our lovely GM, aka the storyteller. What up, Wreckage? How you doing?
Hi, everybody. Wednesday is character creation for pirates. That'll be fun. I don't know about doing an I guess, you know, after the show ends we'll talk about it, see if people are actually serious about doing an extra show. It's always on the table.
I mean, I spelled Texas name wrong.
So you know, we'll see. No promises. Otherwise, you know, for sure next week we have a couple of things behind the scenes that we need to work out to make sure this show keeps coming at you, because some people are starting to have some conflicts. But we're all very passionate about this game. We all enjoy it a great deal, and we're going to work very hard to continue to bring it to you all of the time. And that might mean a slight change in time slot or a slight change in day. But you know, I have no further information on that front right now. Please keep watching. Please make your thoughts and comments known to us in comment sections or on the Discord, which Dave will probably plug during his outro. And also Dave has asked me to start working on something for Patreons to contribute to Vampire. That's very difficult because we're working with a splat book where everything is already mostly filled out.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of room.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get to make some convenience stores or something like that lying around.
Yeah, maybe brands or something we could
brands,
do.
Convenience stores, you know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Because there is in case you guys weren't aware, there is a greater World of Darkness plot thing that we're trying to weave here. So, you know, by putting something in the World of Darkness game, it's kind of gonna go across a lot of campaigns eventually. So
yeah, I've mentioned it a little bit, but I'm enthusiastic about having a Die Party World of Darkness canon. with Vampire the Masquerade, Elliot Knight being sort of the first show in the early, like in the mid 90s. And then as time advances, we might like do other shows. Like we're talking about a Hunter show. And of course, if we ever brought back Sin Eaters, that would be all the way in 2015.
Modern day.
When,
yeah.
So that was when Sin Eaters originally took place. So I'm interested in maybe doing this whole through plot thing. And yeah, maybe we can get some Patreon stuff to contribute to that. Like Dave said, brands is actually maybe we were talking about some sort of cult cola or cultist cola, which by the way, that one you can have for free if you come up with you can have that one for free if you come up with the best name. So just in the comments or anywhere, whatever the best name for the cola branded for cultists, we'll put that in the show.
So guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Be sure to follow the channel if this is your first time here. And if you're feeling saucy, why not subscribe? Join the cockpit, get access to the best emotes on Twitch. You can spread that shit all over Twitch. It's going to be great. In terms of what's going on this week, as Tux said, Die Party drawing board and character creation for Dead Man's Crest both on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST. We also might not have a Gambit episode this week because I got a very, very adult things to do. Aside from that, Whiskers and Whiskey I don't think is going up this week because Eric was like, I'm sick this week. And then this week he's like, yo, I'm at Gen Con this week. And it's just like, God damn it, Eric, stop doing things, please. That's pretty much it. I'll update the broadcasting schedule over at ! Schedule. If you want to see that, that's the best way to keep informed of what's going on. We're going to have a serious discussion after this about whether or not we're playing a second game. Guys, thank you very much for watching. We out here. Have a good night. Bye-bye.